Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the Ugly Christmas Sweater Show. Please welcome to the stage your host, Skip Bacon.
You're so nice. Thank you. Let's clap some more for me. I'm your host, Skip Bacon. I'm going to make you do that like 6 more times tonight. It's my favorite part. Okay, let's see. We're here for the Ugly Christmas Sweater Show. Because we embrace ugly Christmas sweaters here, of all denominations also, so it doesn't have to be a Jesus thing, even though I clearly play favorites. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Also, there's cookies in case anyone did not get that memo. And listen, I was trying to tell them, it's not mandatory. You don't have to eat the cookies, but like I don't want to take them home with me, so I'm just going to bring them actually in this room probably here in a minute. Thanks for coming out to the show. Thanks for doing Christmas. This is our third Christmas, Ugly Christmas Sweater Show. I win every year. No, I'm kidding. We are going to have winners, though. So if you don't have your sweater on yet or you're thinking about doing it, at the end we'll have you come up and then we'll judge and then you'll win a prize. And it won't be gingerbread Mountain Dew. So good for you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, I always do this thing where I'm like, oh, I should do some jokes for you guys. And then I get all these comedians I really, really like, and then we don't have time for my crazy bullshit. So we're just going to give you guys the comedians I picked because I was very excited about them. Are you guys ready? Mr. Ferris, right here in the front row, you ready? What? That means yes. That's a total yes from him. Okay, guys, this is my first time ever booking this first gentleman. Give it up. Let me see your faces. Okay. Let me hear what your claps are going to sound like, give or take. Oh, okay, yeah. That's good. All right, keep it going for AJ Georgie. He's right here. Oh, they got so. Oh my God.
I found this in the murder section at Target. Really suits my aesthetic, I think. About a decade ago, I was at a party, had a guy come up to me, and this is how he introduced himself. He said, "Hi, my name's Rob. You know, like robbing people." That's when I turned to my friend and I said, "I don't think we should trust Rob. Rob seems like he might be a huge piece of shit." But what I really appreciate about that situation was how forthright that guy was with how much of a piece of shit he is. Don't you wish more people would do that? Come up to you and be like, "Hi, my name's Justin. You know, like just in a hit-and-run accident where I killed 3 people. I'll be your Lyft driver. Give me a good rating." That's perfect, though. You know Justin is a piece of shit right away. Or it could be something like this. "Hi, my name's Ben. You know, like Ben trying to fuck your girlfriend all night." Right away, you know Ben isn't to be trusted. He's a horrible person. I'm getting old, just like many of you. I can't speak for all of you. It's weird. Like, I keep noticing new things about myself. The other day, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and realized I kind of look like the henchman in the mob movie who brings the boss the phone. That's my body shape at this point. That's where I'm at on the progression towards middle age. I just got to get really good at saying something like, "You got Sally's sweet cheeks on line 1. Be employed for life. It's perfect. So other weird things about me, like other bodily changes. The other day I ate some ice cream and got heartburn. That's how you know your body's lost the capacity for joy. When sweet, cool treats are giving you the owies. Yeah, it's fucked up. Real shame. I've also noticed like my porn preferences have changed. That's a sign of maturity, I think. You know? Like now I can't finish unless it looks like the couple's having a good time. Yeah, none of that choking and spitting nonsense. I just want somebody to lean in close and say they're going to Baskin Robbins after. And then we can all get there. I hope. I don't know. Think about werewolves a lot, guys. Seamless transition. I think about werewolves a lot. Like, what if you were a werewolf but in reverse? Like, most of the time, you're a dog, and then once a month you just turn into Brad. You gotta work a shift at like a TGI Fridays. Everybody in there is like, Brad's real cool, I don't see him nearly enough. Huh. Maybe tonight when you're walking home, you'll see a dog with a collar that says Brad. And you'll just think, what if? Like, what if you were a werewolf, but like, instead of turning into a werewolf, you turned into Gary Busey instead? But you had to turn into Busey fan. But you had to turn into both versions of Gary Busey? Like, that would be the worst. Like, at one point, you might turn into possible Academy Award winner for the biopic of Buddy Holly, Gary Busey. And then later, you have to turn into, like, post-motorcycle accident Gary Busey. Which might be a little bit more intense, to say the least. So you, like, see a friend, and you're, like, talking with them as Were Busey, you know? And you're saying shit like, of course I'm doing great. My son Jake is doing well. Of course I would love to be a villain in a Lethal Weapon movie. Maybe next month they see you again. They shake your hand as Were Busey, and you're saying shit like, let's go paintball, and I'm thinking about eating some pickles in the dark. Because that's what modern Gary Busey does. He eats food in the dark. I wish I made that part up. I didn't. You guys as stoked about climate change as I am? Like, I'm really into the idea of climate change, because you know what that means? I don't have to be a success. Is that not the best? Just fucking take your foot off the gas a little bit. I can't disappoint. My parents were at the end. Who gives a shit? Just watch as many Nicolas Cage movies as I can. Just wait for the fire tornado to take me. Right? Goes on long enough, you know. Cannibalism can make a comeback. Hell yeah. Give it up for cannibalism real quick. Give it up. High five. Yeah, cannibalism. Fuck yeah, cannibalism. Keep it going. Fuck yes. Oh, get you again. Here you go. Are you aware that you've endorsed cannibalism twice? It's crazy. My version of the world, things have broken down. Somehow the Food Network is still on. Because I really want to see, like, Rachel Ray teach us all how to cook a guy. Like, right? How great would that be? Like, she's just got, like, Jeff Bezos in a cage. Fuck yeah. She's like, you got to get the meat as fresh as you can. And she just puts the garbage bowl and like a hammer on the table. And he's just like, oh, God! And she's just like into the camera, yummo! Yeah. Here's a dated reference. I wish Emeril Lagasse would still be on, too. And there would be like, you know how he had the huge band? There'd be like 3 people left. And instead of saying bam when he throws a salt, he'd just have a pistol. And he'd just be shooting people in the audience because they need more meat for next week's lasagna. Oh, we're going to die on that one. Went too hard with the cannibalism. Don't eat me, everybody. I've been AJ Georgie. I think. Murder's legal at the North Pole.
Thank you. Now all I'm thinking about is whether my dog Tim, the Pomeranian, turns into some dude on the weekends and who that dude would be. So we're going to run a poll at the end of the night for everyone who knows my dog Tim, who Tim is turning into. I feel like a Paris Hilton vibe. I don't know. I'm going to think it over. While I'm thinking it over, you guys ready for the next guy? The next guy's coming up. Give it up. Give it. Start clapping. He's coming. He's going to be up here in a second. It's Scott Powers, everybody. Wait, where's over there? Now he's over here. Scott Powers.
Thank you, Skip. Is that your real name? I don't know. I just met her for the first time today. That's not your real name, is it? Is it really your real name? That's your Christian name. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. I thought it was like a pun for veganism. I was like, but you didn't say it in the first 5 minutes of meeting you, so I knew you weren't a vegan. That's. Hey, ugly sweater. I won, by the way. I don't know if you guys. I haven't. I can't wear it around, but I definitely won. This was custom made for my mom. Doesn't quite fit, but you get the gist. Looks good on me. Like, really seals in the lesbian vibe that I give off. Oh man, if I did my hair like this, it would probably be better. I'm like, let me talk to your manager, guys. Hi, I'm Scott. Let's reset for a minute. I love Sacramento, but I don't like the way you guys think you're better than me, because I'm from Modesto. You guys seem to be under the assumption that you're somehow better than Modesto. You're not. You're not at all. You're exactly the same. You're still Central Valley trash, okay? All of you. Every one of you. I've been to Rockland. It sucks. It's not great. I drove by plenty of homeless camps here. You guys are exactly the same as Modesto. You're all trash. And you should embrace it. You should embrace your trashiness. I used to think I was better than people. Then I went to other places and told them I was from Modesto. And they're like, ooh. No joke. I was in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And somebody went, ugh, when I told them I was from Modesto. Which is weird because Oklahoma City, Oklahoma is the Modesto of the world. The whole world knows it's bad. We all know it's bad. And I love where I'm from. That's where my family is from. I love my family very much. That's where all my friends live. I love my friends very much. So when you make fun of them, like my city, you're making fun of them, right? And I don't like that. Our city is going through a lot of changes. It's being more and more gentrified by the Bay Area, people coming in, making it, impossible to live there. I knew it was getting bad when I saw a corgi just roaming the streets. I was like, oh, shit, rent is going up, you guys. We're about to say, oh, fuck. We are screwed. Yeah, and then I saw a dude, riding a bike, which was really weird, because he didn't even have a second bike with him. It was just one guy riding a regular bike. I was like, where's your training bike? How are you supposed to keep your balance? You know what I mean? How do you... Never seen a guy ride a bike like that. Yeah, man. But I am very fat, obviously. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. I'm really filling out this sweater. I am trying to lose weight. Not a lot, just enough to where when I'm getting a hand job, doesn't feel like they're rifling through a purse for a chapstick. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I wanted to blame my genetics that I'm this fat. So I went to the doctor to find out if there's anything physically wrong with me. I was hoping it was a thyroid problem. It turns out I'm just fat. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with me. The only thing wrong with me is I have low good cholesterol and low testosterone. Yeah, that's the only thing wrong with me. I asked the doctor what I should do. She said, stop being such a wuss. Go eat some nuts. Yeah. But I had to go to a specialist. I had to go to a urologist to get testosterone shots that I shoot in my leg. I tell people I'm transitioning from a boy to a man. I'll get there one day. One day! Ha! Yeah. But if anyone's never been to the urologist, it's a very special place. I could describe it to you as business in the front, party in the back. The urologist, I didn't know that when I went there. It was a new experience for me. I went in, my doctor, he's a very tall, handsome black man with hands that look like he could power a sailboat by clapping. He comes in. He didn't put on gloves. I don't think they make them that big. And he took a knee, and I was like, respect. And he checks the goods, and he goes, normal size penis, normal size testicles. And in that moment, all I could think was, could I get that in writing? Because there are a lot of people that would disagree with you. Yeah, turns out I'm not a tiny dick loser, Dad. Yeah, normal dick. Yeah, normal dick. I think in the other part of the exam that I wasn't ready for, I wasn't expecting when they checked the oil. You guys obviously know what I'm talking about. And old Dr. Dick Fingers gets up in there. I think that's his SoundCloud rapper name. And he's checking my prostate, and he goes, does it hurt? I'm like, well, Doc, Dad was wrong about the tiny dick thing, but he had me pegged on a few other things, it turns out. Yeah, turns out he knew some things about me. Yeah. Didn't hurt. Surprisingly, it didn't hurt. Kind of liked it. Anyways. I don't know what that was. That was great. I love that. Yeah. I was just about to say something. Fuck. All right. Hell yeah. That was a random clap. I loved it. Why? Your heart was just like, fuck yeah. Dude loves fingers in his butts. Yep. More than fingers, turns out. I told my friends recently, I haven't come out to my family, but I'm a bisexual man. I say come out, but that's not like a big thing. I don't think you should. I think sexuality is a spectrum. I think everyone should just chill the fuck out and actually kind of stop talking about it, because I kind of like to guess who's gay and straight. That's a fun game for me. But I told my friends this, and it's really awkward because some of them are like, you're not going to try to fuck me, right? I'm like, bro, you've been sleeping on my couch for 3 days, and you haven't showered. Go home. It's not going to happen, bud. Just leave. Just get out of here. Taylor, if you're out there, go home. Yeah, man. It's I do like dating, though. Dating is fun. I went on a date recently with this nice lady. Big girl. I like big girls. Big redhead girl. And the date was good. It was a fine date. She's like, you wanna go home with me? And I was like, hell yeah, that's cool. But here's the weird part. Turns out she was homeless. Yeah. This is just true. She was fucking homeless. I have a home with walls and everything. It was crazy. It's just we went. I drove her out to where she lives, which is a country house, but we didn't go in the house. We start walking towards the back door, and she cuts right, and I'm confused. And then I see off in the distance is an illuminated tent. And that's when I realized I'm about to fuck a homeless girl. And I did. 100% I did. Of course I did. I fucked that homeless girl. And that's not even the weirdest part of the date. While we were doing it, she's on top of me. She pulls out a 3-foot-long double-sided dildo from the pillow I was laying on. And she starts inching it towards the back of her. Right? And if you know where this is going, you're much smarter than I am, because the next thing I realized was this thing was inside of me. And I know I said I like fingers, but listen, I got a pretty good look at it. It was 3 inches in diameter. That's 9.54 inches in circumference. I'll be honest, it felt like an even 10. It felt like... And the thing is, and I start going, get off. And she thinks I'm into it. She's like, I'm going to get off, Daddy. She starts grinding down on it. And I'm like, no! I had to summon the strength of my elders to lift this big bitch up. And I threw her across the room, tent. And I jumped up, and I just started running. I didn't stop to unzip the tent. No, I ran through the tent. I fucked her whole. I didn't stop to look back, but I imagine if I had, it would have been just a silhouette of me, like this. But with a tail, you know? You guys, this was a lot of fun. Get over your host, Skip Bacon.
Keep clapping for him. You guys clapped a lot. That was bar none the most supportive audience response, not just to comedy, but to the existence of a human being. You guys are special people, and I'm very glad you're here. Have a cookie. Welcome, Cliff. Thanks for eating cookies. Okay, I'm going to try and calm down. It gets really hard. I think people think that I get nervous when I'm in front of people. I just get really excited. The mask isn't helping, and I was around some cats today, so I'm not breathing really well, but I don't have COVID. I did a test recently. Anyway, I'm really excited. Okay, I'm really excited. Steven, can you see me? Are you with me? We're going to bring up Diana. Are you ready? Yeah, she's ready also for this obvious response. And thank you, Scott, for reminding people of a thing that they didn't need to be reminded of because I never told them in the first place. My friends are watching this also on the internet. I don't know how that doesn't really affect you guys so much as it does the comedians who I should have mentioned that to ahead of time. But thank you, Scott, for bringing it up and still sharing your life stories with us. And then give it up. Ready? Steven, are you ready? Diana's coming. Diana's ready, right? Yeah, here she comes, Diana. Hi, everybody. Give it up for her. Give it up one more time for Skip Bacon.
I try to dress up because it's like ugly sweater theme, right? So I like dressed up. I went to Target. I was like, oh, this is cute, you know, it gets my vibe. And then I realized like this is ugly sweater time is like the only time I get compliments on my clothes. Like I was like, oh shit. I mean, I feel like ugly sweaters like should be a year-round thing though. You know, like nothing says like fuck your feelings than wearing something like this in February, right? Like this brings me joy. Fuck your life. Okay. Let's see. I'm an only child, but not the favorite. That was a lot of fun to find out. I know that for a fact though, because my girlfriend died, and when I say girlfriend, I mean the gay kind. She's a lesbian too, so we had a lot in common. It's very cute. We're adorable, and we went to go visit my mom, and then on our way out, my mom gives, and like this is just to put it in perspective, like my mom, she's traditional like Korean immigrant, if you're wondering which one I am, and my mom, so for example, like Korean immigrants, like they don't understand the gay thing at all, right? Like it's very foreign to, like for like being like having a gay child in like Korean culture is like eating rice with a fork. Okay, it's good for everyone else's family, just not ours. Like don't bring that shit home, you know? And so like when my mom, like we were leaving, and my mom gave my girlfriend a hug. And I've never seen my mom give someone a hug, right? And so I just had this look of shock on my face. And my mom comes over to me, like I think she felt bad or something, so she comes over to me and pats me on the head like I'm a participation child. And and I was like, I mean, like normally, you know, you'd be like, oh, like being like not being the favorite, you'd be like, oh, damn, that sucks. But like to see something like that, like someone that used to be like pretty, like didn't understand the gay thing at all, give like my girlfriend a hug, like it really like got to me, you know, because like when I first came out to my mom, she didn't take it very well at all. When I first came out to her, I told her I was gay, and she was like, gay people aren't human, so you don't deserve human rights. And then she leaves the room, and 10 minutes later comes back with a plate of apples. And I was like, nah, bitch, I've seen Snow White. That shit, is that red delicious? That looks dangerous. I don't, I do like being gay, though. Yeah, I recommend it. Huge fan. I like being gay, and I understand being gay is not a choice, but if it were, 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, it's my favorite part. I like it. And it, like having a girlfriend like has a lot to do with it. I like, we've been together 6 years, which is like, if you're not familiar, that's like a huge deal. And like, you know, like straight people, that's like 100 years of straight people time. Okay, like, right? It's like works out like dog years. You take the 7, you carry the 1. I'm Asian. You have to trust me with math. And so like we've been together for a while. And like the thing is about being in a gay relation or like a same-sex couple, like, you know, when people, love in general is a beautiful thing, right? You see two people in love and the straight presenting, you're just like, wow, what a beautiful couple. Like how wonderful that they're in love. But when people see me and my girlfriend together, for some reason, for like, they always got to ask questions. Questions are never compliments. You know what I mean? Like, if you like someone's shirt, you go up to them, you're like, hey, I like your shirt. Right? That's a compliment, declarative sentence. But if you go up to them and you were like, is that your favorite shirt? Because you wear that a lot. Like, it's like no longer like one thing's a nice thing to say, the other's a warning to stop doing that shit in public. And like one time my girlfriend and I, we were at the grocery store just being gay in the produce aisle. And seem a little weird, but like when I say being gay, I just mean like a little gay. You know what I mean? We're just like holding hands and looking at fruit, okay? Like we weren't doing it. It's not like we grabbed some melons and we're like, titties! Like, we weren't being extra with that shit, you know what I mean? So we're just like minding our own business, and I feel a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around, and it's this sweet older woman. She was so cute, y'all. She was like, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I just have to know because there's so much love between you two. Are you guys sisters? And like, I didn't want, like, obviously she's asking questions, she doesn't understand it, right? So like, I didn't want to fuck with her too much, so I just turned to her and I explained, and I was like, yes, we're scissor sisters. No, do you guys not familiar with the term scissor sisters? It's okay if you're not familiar with the term scissor sisters. Scissor sisters is a term for lesbians who really love the movie Edward Scissorhands. Just a huge gay. Cool. Jesus Christ, you can probably. Yeah. If you don't believe, just Google it. Just kidding. Do not Google that. It's really cute. But in this lady's defense, though, I will say I understand why she thought me and my girlfriend could possibly be related. Like, I get why she got so excited. Because my girlfriend, she's half white and half Mexican, so when we stand next to each other, we both look Filipino. It's very cute. I'm 33. Yeah, it's amazing I'm out this late. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I'm very proud too. I'm getting older. Yeah, and the thing is about being like, I know that I look young for my, like, people were surprised to find out that I'm in my 30s because like I know that I look young for my age because every time I go to Costco, the sample people always ask me if I had my parents' permission to try something. And so like I know, and like I enjoy being in my 30s. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and the thing is like I don't think you're an adult until you're in your 30s. Like I'm sorry if you're like not there yet, but if you're just a child. You know, like 18 you're a teenager, in your 20s you're just doing stupid shit your whole entire life. Like you're just doing dumb shit. Like when I was in my 20s, I used to take acid and chase it with tequila. Why? Because it was fucking Wednesday. Like, you don't think death is an option in your 20s, you know? And, like, so now that I'm in my 30s, like, I'm enjoying myself the most because I'm, like, just trying to, all I'm doing right now is just doing activities. That's it. I'm just out here trying to live my best middle school life. That's all I'm doing right now. Like, right now, the activity I'm trying to learn is I'm trying to learn how to skateboard. Yeah, you're looking at me like, bitch, you just said you're grown. What do you mean you're trying to... For the record, skateboarding is the most adult thing we can be doing right now, okay? With these gas prices, all right, okay? And it's transportation you can carry, you know what I mean? Like you're saving the environment and you're saving money. That's like the most adulting is just finding the BOGO deals of life. Like that's all it is. Just get your 2-for-1s when you can, right? And like the thing is like about skateboarding, like I got cocky with my activities because like now I have health insurance. You know, so I'm like, oh, I can go skateboarding, but I got to be careful. Like, I go out with all the gear, helmet, pads, bubble wrap, everything. Because, like, the thing is, like, even though I have health insurance, I have the type of health insurance where you pay to get told you're fat. Y'all don't have Kaiser? Is that, no, it's just, you got Blue Cross? You guys actually getting health care? Because the thing is, like, every time I go to the doctor, they're just like, you know, diagnosis, you're fat. Like everything, I went for strep throat, and they're like, you're fat. Oh, like how is that even related? And they're like, well, here's the thing. Maybe if you stop eating so much food, your throat will be less susceptible to bacteria. And yeah, well, yeah, you think that shit is bad. I was like, damn, where'd you get your degree? The University of my mom? Like what? She back there? So the thing is, like, my mom, Korean moms are savage with that shit. Like the thing, like my mom, like y'all remember South Park, like Carmen from South Park, right? Carmen's mom will always tell Carmen, like, don't worry, sweetie, don't listen to anyone. You're not fat. You're just big boned, all right? You're just big boned. You're not fat. My mom was the exact opposite. She was like, why are you so fat when you have such small bones? And And I have to explain to her every time. I'm like, Mom, maybe if you didn't take me to hometown and took me to hometown buffet and took me to therapy instead, we would not have this problem right now. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your time. Keep it going for Skip Bacon.
I'm glad that you guys are so supportive because we have a lot of moms who are clearly not doing the trick, but your laughs and your claps are doing it. So wait, also, this isn't part of the show where I have to tell you this doesn't go on forever, and I'm really sorry. Steven, you can stay as long as you want. There is another show after this. This is a halfway point. So if you're thinking to yourself, I gotta get my sweater ready for when we come up here and we get judged, and then we win our prizes, get your sweaters ready. We're halfway through. You only have 3 more people to go before it's showtime, okay? Did you guys hear what I'm saying? Are your sweaters ready? I feel like I'm doing like a field trip. Like, you represent this school and you need to be on your best behavior, but how about we just start with a bunch of laughs for Bill Wallace? He's right here! Give it up!
How's everybody doing? What, just real quick. Hang on. It doesn't fit well, but it's 8 minutes. I think we can make it through. It fits fine. It just emphasizes the tits a little too much, I think. I debated with myself whether I was going to open with that, because now you guys are just going to be staring at my chest for the rest of this. My mom said poppin' the other day as a descriptor. Not like I'm popping a cyst on my foot. Like, she was like, last weekend was popping. And I was like, I don't know, what happened last weekend? And she goes, listen, me and Kim were at Applebee's having some margaritas. And I go, this is not popping territory. I'm going to tell you that right now. And she goes, and then she suggested, my mom lives in Florida, by the way. That's a good thing to start with for this. Then she suggested that we go to an alligator farm. So we did. And while we were at the alligator farm, one of the presenters, who was holding an alligator's mouth open, got bit and lost 3 fingers on his left hand. And I had to help carry him with the medics to the ambulance. And I was like, holy fucking shit. And then she's like, and then we went back to Applebee's for more margaritas. And I was like, you know what? That was poppin' as fuck. You can say poppin' all you want now, all right? Here's a Jack Harlow CD. Let me... Weekend was poppin' as fuck, Mom. Jesus Christ. I'm moving to New York in a couple of months. I'm pretty nervous about it. Thanks. I've always romanticized like those, like, you know, those stories of like people in the 20s and 30s and stuff. They're like, well, my grandpa moved to New York City from his home country with nothing but $7 in his pocket. I'm like, now I kind of get to do a smaller version of that. Like, I can, my kids will tell my grandkids, like, hey, your grandpa moved to New York City with nothing but what was in his pocket and the tens of thousands of dollars he defrauded from the government while working under the table during a global pandemic. It's a real Drake story if you know Drake's actual story. My girlfriend broke up with me a few months ago. It's fine. I'm all right. But now, this is the weird thing about it. Like, I still use all her streaming apps, and she knows about it. It's okay. We're on good terms. But the weird part is that I don't get my own targeted ads anymore. Like, I have to watch her targeted ads now. And they're all like for like eHarmony now. And I'm like, these are weird commercials, man. Like, I've never seen an eHarmony commercial where all the dudes are just super ripped and shirtless and sweaty and oiled up and like working out and grunting and stuff and saying super hype. There's like just super close-up shots of just like sweaty men breathing hard. When did they make this turn? I'm into it. I know this is like a book show and I keep checking my phone, but I smoke a lot of weed, so I forget things. And yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. If the host says it's fine, you guys have to be okay with it. That's the law of comedy. I made a space for a Christmas tree in my apartment. Just a space. I'm not gonna get a tree. I feel like where I'm at with my life, like an empty corner in my living room with a cable wire hanging out of the wall 1.5 feet up, all curled up. I feel like that's probably okay. I don't know where you guys are at with your decorations, but it's saving a lot of time, saving a lot of money on my electricity bill. I'm vacuuming up any needles. I'm gonna end on something stupid. Not that the rest of this set hasn't been stupid. I like to drink, obviously. Bought a sweater for it. I like to drink, so I take lifts a lot. And the other day I was in a lift, and we were on the freeway, and we're like 15 minutes from where I was going. And I was sitting there thinking, just looking out the window, thinking like, what would happen if I jumped out right now? Like 70 miles, like said goodbye and thank you, because I'm a good customer, but just like hopped out and just like death rolled down the freeway, like 150 feet. What I really want to know is how much would it cost? Because we were, like I said, we were 15 minutes away, a 20-minute trip. I don't know. It just seems like. Anyway, yeah, that's how I'm gonna end it. Thanks, guys. My name's Bill Wallace.
I knew you were gonna clap for him after he's talking about having to watch all those hunky eHarmony guys, and he was like, "I'm fine," and I heard you guys go, It's like, you guys are the best. I don't know if this next guy has something we also have to be there for him on, but if he does, will you guys be there for him on it? His name's I'm in Love. He's right here. Give us a clap.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? You don't have to be here for me. I wore too much denim tonight. I think, before I put the jacket on, I was like, man, these pants, I'm going to put these, and then too much denim. Yeah, I'm like Steve Harvey. So this, you be against me. All right, who's got stupid friends here? Anybody got dumb? Yep. Some of us are like, man, I'm here with the dumbest person I know, because we get along, right? I got a boy from college. This dude swears to God he's smart, but he says whoop-de-whoop-whoop in every story. And if y'all don't know, whoop-de-whoop is how you skip things in the story to speed it up. So I'd be like, God, how'd that date go? He'd be like, man, shit. I went to her house. We went upstairs. We closed the door. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Now I got to pay child support. I'm like, man, this is a terrible story. She had a 7-year-old before the date. It's not your kid, It's just a dumb guy. He's a math teacher. Imagine this dude in the class like, all right, so you guys, you got to carry the one, I think. I don't really know because I'm stupid. All right, and then you got to cross multiply. And then whoop-de-whoop-whoop. All right, everybody get the fuck out my class, man. I got a newborn 7-year-old to raise that I just met. And we got the same nose. Yeah. Have you ever seen Maury? We both got a nose. I got to pay for that. All right. He's real, man. He's stupid. All right, that's all right. So, damn, it was so stupid. Joke. Yeah, man. Oh, all right, here go the next joke, you guys. All right. Yeah, thank you. That's what you got to be here for me on, remembering the stuff. All right. Yeah. My uncles. I got an uncle. He's all nice and shit. He's like a former tough guy. Like in the 80s, he was tough. Now he doesn't really know the lingo, so he doesn't even know how to sound tough anymore. Like he was arguing with this dude at Home Depot, and the dude was like, "I will whoop your ass," and my uncle was like, "And I will catch you on the flippity flop." And I was like, what the fuck is the flippity flop, man? God damn it. He's going to get us both beat up. The dude was like, man, are you with him? And I was like, nah, that's just my mom's brother, man. It's between you two. He's talking about some flippity flop. I don't know I can't back him up on that. You ever about to get into it with somebody and they with more people than you thought? Like, what the fuck you say to me? Oh, I thought you was alone. Thought you was by yourself. Let me get out of here. No, I was in traffic, goddamn. I got cut off. I was like, I can't believe this. This dude is not gonna disrespect. Watch where the fuck you. Oh, it's a lot of y'all in that car, huh? It's a 5-seater. It's 80 y'all lapped up. I'm gonna catch these niggas on the flippity flop. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have to deal with this. This is one of me. There's too many. Some fights you just gotta avoid, man. Anybody shorter than? Damn, I might be the shortest dude in here. All right, well, it's all up here. You gotta avoid some fights. Like, it's like everything around you is a weapon in a fight. So it's more about where you got your ass whooped, than like, what's the story if you get beat up at Dollar Tree? It's like, damn, man, they whooped his ass with a 50-pack of napkins. And then they hit him with the off-brand pretzels and threw him into the birthday cards. God damn it. Then it looked like you got beat up and you didn't have a lot of money on you at the time. It's like he got his ass whooped with $4.50 worth of merchandise, man. Yeah, thank you. That's what happens when you get beat up. I seen a dude throw a bowl of noodles on another dude in a fight. You know how disrespectful? I swear to God. Because if you get a bowl of noodles thrown on you in a fight, you lost. Because you delicious now. You can't fight and you taste like you got to go home and change now. I swear to God. Okay, thank you. All right, some I hit too. All right. It's not a good joke. All right. All the police, right? Take all their guns, give them a bowl of noodles. Crime will stop tomorrow. Just imagine, sir, stop resisting. And this is all this shit on. Exactly. And you're going to see a dude in cuffs like, man, I know I shot them people. But you didn't have to throw them noodles on me like that, man. I can't go to jail tasting like this. Tasting good. I don't know. Now, I don't know how that joke ends. Are they going to eat him? They going to rape him? I don't know. What the hell did this fictional dude that don't exist? Man, I wish I knew, because shit, I'm scared for him. Yeah. All right. I don't have kids because I make good decisions. Thank you. I'm pulled out. You got to be like, nah. There's a no Mike Dick rule here at Stab, right? Yeah. I didn't do it. Thank you. Please stop. Because I almost. Yeah. And then, damn, what was the joke? All right, yeah, one of my close friends, his son is 6 years old now, and he's making up his own cuss words because he's not allowed. Like, instead of the word bitch, he's calling people fish. He's calling them fishes. He's saying ash. We know what he's doing. He's saying ash instead of ass. He told me to get my fish ash out of his face recently. Called me a fish ash ninja. He's white. Yeah, I know. I'm like, how many fake cuss words do I let this kid get away with before I tell him he was a mistake? Just roll up on him like, look, damn it, your parents met at the club, you little bastard. They didn't love each other when they made you. Damn, I went hard on that little dude. All right. Him and the dude in the cuffs. He grew up to be the dude in the cuffs. Nah, that's not possible at the time. Yeah, man. All right. Anybody beating their kids here? I don't have any. I can't beat them because my granddad, his favorite threat, he never hit us that much, but he used to threaten to put his foot in our ass. And he would get creative. Like, if I wanted to go out, and I'd be like, man, granddad, can I go out and play in the yard or some shit? And he'd be like, man, look, you better go. He'd have a cigarette. This dude would be like, man, you better do the dishes or my foot is going to play in your ass. Think I'm bullshitting. I'd be like afraid to negative COVID test also. This isn't going to get anybody sick, me doing this. Hopefully. Yeah. And I'd be like, man, can I go to the movies later? Shit. He'd be like, you better go and take the damn trash out or my foot is going to go to the movies in your ass. I'm like, damn, dude, I can't. All these ass threats. This is bullshit. I was afraid to ask anything else. We watch boxing, and that's how we bond, right? So I like boxing because they interviewed a dude that just lost the fight. And they'd be like, all right, we're going live, man. You just got your ass whooped for 30 minutes on live TV. What happened? And the dude be like, well, see, look, man, my defense was down. And the dude punched me in the face a whole bunch of times, man. I tried to punch him back in the face. It just didn't work out like that. I got my ass whooped on live. I guess that's what happened. All right, man, so your 10th loss in a row. Your ear is hanging off, man. What are you going to do different? You suck at this. Well, see, look, like I just told you, I got to keep my defenses up and punch him in the face more times than he punched me in the face. So as a result of that, I think I'll be whooping his ass in the next fight. If you know what I'm saying. All right, I didn't understand any of that, man. We going to the winner of the fight, Iman's granddad. What did you do? Well, shit, I just put my foot in his ass, you know. Heard he didn't take the trash out when he was 8. Some of my foot's still in his ass from the 3rd round if you're going to check that nigga. Yeah. Wish I knew how to wrap that up. Man, we said, I'm the first person. I said rape earlier. All right, man, I'm going to get out of here. My name is Iman Love. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my Lanta, you did have to be supportive. I like how you gave him his love for the denim on denim. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, we will do the judging of the ugliest Christmas sweater. It's Bill, right? Like Bill won. He's not in here, but he disappeared. So someone else could be a winner and get the prize. He's such a sweetheart. Okay, we'll do the judging right after our last comedian. Keep it together, though. There is another show after this. If you'd like to upgrade your tickets, you absolutely can. But as far as this show goes, this is our last one. Are you ready? Just start clapping, you guys. It's Morgan Anderson. She's right here. Give it up for her.
How are you guys doing? Cool. I just got back from New York, and it turns out I'm allergic to New York. I got a face rash. It's very active right now. I was like kind of stoked about it because I was like, maybe men won't hit on me anymore. Oh, they did. But now I just know who has an STD. You know what I mean? Like, if you're still cool with me coming at you like this, what's on your dick? So if anyone is wondering, I know all the men with herpes in New York. Stupid. New York is so fucking cold. I'm still dressed like I'm there because I haven't warmed up yet. I had to talk about it like every show I did. I just talked about how cold I was to a point that a man in the audience got up out of his seat and came on stage and put his jacket onto me. No. I've never been Me Too'd by a fucking jacket. That was new. I got an Airbnb in New Jersey because I was like, I'm stupid. So that's what happened with that. I don't understand how distance works and the bus system. Like, I spent so long just waiting at a bus stop hoping some chance of hell, like some bus was just going to come pick me up, take me to New York. Never happened. I waited at one for an hour and a half and nothing came. And finally, a dude in a white van pulled up, and he was like, do you need a ride? And I was like, yeah, I do. I got in, took me to New York. I made it. I made it to my show on time. Everyone at the show was like, are you kidding me? Like, you weren't afraid you were going to get raped? And I was like, no, because there was another woman at the bus stop with me who was way hotter. And she came too. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know how to bait. No one's trying to kidnap me. Kidnapping me would be like kidnapping the least fuckable Kardashian kid. Right? Nobody wants Dream Kardashian. They all want Northwest. I don't care if you guys don't like that. I like that. Let's continue on the rape train because it makes everyone uncomfortable. One year for Christmas, my mom bought me pepper spray. And in that same year, my stepmom bought me a rape whistle. So that kind of goes to show how they both cared about me, respectively. You know what I mean? Like, my mom buys me pepper spray, and she's like, you're going to fucking blind that rapist. And my stepmom was like, here you go, blow this. Maybe it'll be annoying. And I was looking on the back of the pepper spray. It had the weirdest. It just said 8 ounces. And I was like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, what is the ounce to rape conversion? You know, like I need to know how many rapes are in this bad boy. And I wasted all of it practicing on bushes outside. Like, just doing all sorts of weird moves that, like, never come up in a rape scenario. I'm not high kicking, but. And also, has a rape whistle in the history of rape ever stopped one? I don't fucking think so. Like, I don't think so. I want to be in the meeting where it was fucking men, thought of this genius piece of equipment. They're just, like, sitting around a table. They're like, there's a lot of rapes going on. What can we do? Like, what do you think we should do? Do you think that maybe we should teach men to not do that? They're like, nah, that's never going to happen. They like it too much. It's like their favorite thing. How about we just give all the women whistles and then they could be like rape referees? It'll be fun for them, right? I'm like, yeah, a rape whistle has never stopped a rape because a fucking whistle has never even stopped a football play. You know what I mean? I don't watch a lot of sports, but I do know that they just never hear that. It's like the tackle continues, they hop up, and they're just like, oh, I didn't even hear that. Should we review the tape? That's all with my rape jokes. I'm done with those. Anyone in therapy? It's a good segue. A lot of snaps, all right. Are you in, like, jazz therapy? Spoken word therapy? Oh, man. I feel like I should just cycle into my really depressing poetry now that you did that. Oh, man. No, I'm working on confidence in therapy. I don't know where confidence comes from. I feel like I can't even be confident about stuff I'm good at, you know? Like, someone asked me how to spell a word. I can spell that word, but immediately after doing so, in my head, I'm just like, maybe you don't know how to spell that, and maybe you're an idiot. I've been looking at men, because you guys seem to be the most fucking confident about everything. Like, everything. And it blows my mind. Like, I once saw a guy with a lazy eye hit on a woman at a bar just sitting like this, and he never turned. Like, that's a good move, and it's very confident. But, sir, what is your end game? Like, are you just going to live to her left forever? I once worked at CVS Pharmacy in Santa Cruz, and that's a town right by the ocean, because my life was going fucking amazingly. And this dude rolls in a wheelchair one day, and I think he's like paraplegic or something, and he asked me where the sunscreen is. So I show him, right? I'm a good worker, whatever. And as I turn around to like point out the sunscreen, I look down and I realize that his dick is out. Yeah, just flopped onto his tiny little legs. We can laugh. He's a pervert. I'm not committing a hate crime up here right now. Like, I don't know how to describe his dick to you other than to say it looked like it should be in a wheelchair of its own. I didn't really know what to do. Like, what is his end game? Like, it doesn't work, but I'm going to fuck you with it. How? Just fold it up like the world's tiniest accordion? Like, what's going on? Like, I just had to look at him and be like, sir, your penis is out. And he looks at me dead in the eyes and just says, yeah, why do you think I need sunscreen? The confidence. But what did he expect me to do? Right? Like, follow him out into the parking lot with the sunscreen and just be like, is this right? Is this what you wanted? I don't know. I've never done this before. Fuck no, I wasn't going to do that. Like, in reality, all I need to do is run faster than him, right? And this is Santa Cruz. I'm right by the beach. I really just have to make it to the sand. And then he's done. Those aren't four-wheel drive wheels, Stephen Hawking. Like, where are we going? So I get on the intercom because that's what it's fucking for, right? Calling out pervs. I was just like, ladies and gentlemen, aisle 17 is closed. There's a gentleman in a wheelchair brandishing a very tiny penis. But if you're into that kind of thing, aisle 17 is open. Feel free to roll back there. You guys, I heard my neighbor's having sex through the wall the other day. I'm kind of into it, you know? Got a glass just to listen. You know, it's like being in a threesome without having to look two other people in the eyes. I finished. She statistically didn't. And it was all fine until the next day when we were all leaving our apartment at the same time, and it got real weird. Like, I saw what they looked like, and it ruined everything. Like, have you guys ever read a book and then seen the movie? Like, you read a book and you invent these amazing characters in your mind, and then you see the movie and they've cast, like, Steve Buscemi or Jonah Hill. And you're like, those aren't really... that wasn't really what I envisioned for the role. You know what I mean? Like, this guy looked like if Magic Mike were starring Kevin James. Or like if Aquaman were starring that fat fuck from Lost. Like, he came out and he was wearing socks with sandals, Oakley sunglasses on the back of his neck, and he had a shirt that had an AK-47 on the front, and on the back it said, gun owner 1, victim 0. Little problematic. I could think of 3 other words for that. Like, intruder, suspect, perpetrator. No, he just went straight to fucking victim. Like, he's admitting to a crime on a shirt. And then his, like, wife or girlfriend or whoever was wearing, like, bright pink leggings and a Looney Tunes t-shirt that went down to her knees. Looks like she makes, like, necklaces out of old shotgun shells and hot glue. Like, she just follows that dude to the crime scene and cleans up after him, makes a necklace. Like, I feel like they bang each other to old Papa Roach music videos. You know what I mean? So, like, I backed my way back into my apartment and immediately began searching for a new place to live. Because I can't anymore. Like, I just masturbated to fucking QAnon, you guys. And I have to go. Anyway, that has been my time. I've been Morgan Anderson. Thank you so much.
Give it up for everybody you saw tonight that told you their lovely jokes. Keep clapping for them. Your beautiful host, it was me. Thank you so much. Okay, while I tell you about the next show that's coming up, if you have a sweater, I'm talking directly to Scott because I want to see that again. If you have a sweater you would like consider for the contest, please make your way to the stage. Gilbert, that counts. It's a t-shirt, but it counts. Let me get the Meowie Christmas up here. There you go, murder. There's my Jesus one. I'm kidding. I can't see yours from here. Is that an otter? It's also, people are going to judge. There are prizes. Okay, so while you guys make your way to the stage, after this show is another show you can upgrade your tickets. I don't know the price, but it's a good upgrade price. There's still cookies left, so bear that in mind. The next show is a mix of one person who has memorized lines from anything, probably something Christmassy, and another person who is an improver and does not know what that other person has memorized. And they have to do a scene together, and it's one of my favorite shows of all time, so you can upgrade to that. It's called Scene Kids. It's right after this. All right, I'm going to point to each one of these people. Based on your claps is how we're going to vote. I will have to take myself out of the running, I know, because I'm just so gorgeous. It's not really fair to the sweater. Okay, so we're going to start with Gilbert. Some good claps. Thank you. I think the hat. Scott's mom's sweater. Oh, that is really cute. Kitty switch. Oh my God. Do you see the face mask and the hat? Oh, that's pretty rule bending. Murder is legal at the North Pole. I like it. Meowie Christmas, I like puns a lot. Okay. There it is. I think the winner was between these two. Scott's mom sweater. Kitty sweater with the face mask. Ah, we got our winner right here. Thank you so much for the show. Stick around if you'd like. Thank you. Okay. get you some prizes. See me in the lobby. There you go. Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys for joining us for the Ugly Christmas Sweater Show. As Skip said, Scene Kids will begin in, 5 or 6 minutes, as quickly as I can turn this over. So if you want to stick around, Mel can help you up front. Hold on, and Scene Kids in about 5 minutes. everybody's in, and we'll get this going.
RX Beats.
All right, so.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Scene Kids. Please welcome to the stage your host, Michelle Petro.
Hello! Good evening, everybody at Stab Comedy. Woo! It's Scene Kids! It's the second Saturday of the month, which obviously means it's time for Scene Kids. Thank you so much for being here. Who here has never seen the show before? Any first? Ooh, good. Thank you. So for everyone watching on the internet, people raise their hands tonight. Sometimes we get woos and claps, but tonight we got some hands raised. I thank you for it just feels so great. Okay, now I really could do the show now. Like, we've got that. Well, welcome. Okay, so what you're going to see tonight is fun. It's a hybrid theatrical performance and a hybrid improv show, which might sound terrifying, but it's also pretty funny when you watch it. So I've got 6 friends to memorize a scene of some sort. It could be from a TV show, a play, it could be from a book even. Sometimes movies happen. And then I pair them with improvisers from the Sacramento comedy scene, which is a vast, healthy scene of comedians of all types. And they have no idea what they're up against. And they kind of figure it out as they go along, just like we will. And you'll see sometimes even the memorized parts become the punchline, which is always one of my favorites. I don't know if you've noticed the festive cheer tonight on the stage of Stab Comedy, but we're making that, we're doubling down, and tonight's theme is all about the holidays and Christmas. So things you will see tonight are from whatever the actor decided was a festive scene. And I am actually going to be in the first scene. I know. It's a tradition that I'm in the show when I host most of the time. Anyway, I'm gonna bring my friend Derek Dozier up, and heck yeah! And let's make sure Derek. I'm sure you know Derek's a pro already. Derek's been on the show a few times, but let's make that double click. Just double click it. You know, it's probably already double clicked away. Sick. Sweet.
Thank you for the microphone.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll keep it. Happy holidays.
I guess, whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm just like looking at you. Okay, so we'll do some improv. We'll start a comedy bit. Okay. All right. These are your good deeds. Don't take my advice.
Listen, Jerry, I never take your advice. Okay, you bought stock in Blockbuster in the early aughts. Okay, I'm never gonna trust anything you say.
You never wanted the nice boys anyway.
I know. They never stand up for themselves. Nice boys, petit. No way.
Well, I've been checking my list, and the gifts you're getting from me.
Hey, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You know we Hank, I tell you this every year. I don't want to know. Every time you get me the presents, you get You always try and tell me what you get me before, but my favorite part about Christmas is the mystery of opening Christmas presents with whoever your friends and family, okay? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, whenever you want to come over, Hank, you come over, we'll exchange presents then. Don't tell me.
Awkward silence.
If that's really the gift, I would take it. I would take it at this point. Aye.
Two hopes. You cried yourself to sleep.
Oh, well, that's just a sick joke at this point. You know that I'm still heartbroken over Diane.
Staying up, waiting by the phone.
Yeah, because maybe she'll call. Maybe she will. She didn't leave. She left it open-ended. I don't know. She took the truck to go. And you know, we own the truck together. So I was like, maybe that. Thank you. Maybe that. Thank you, man. You know, maybe that means there's a chance. Maybe that means that Diane will come back and she'll realize that we were each other's people. You know?
That's all I want this year.
Yeah. That's all I want too, is Diane to come through the door. I didn't change the locks. She still got the key. She's still... Hank.
And you can dedicate your last breath to me before you bury yourself alive.
All right. Listen, honestly, Hank, I think you would be my last thought. No, man, you're right. You're right. We've been best friends since the 70s. We've been through all the formative decades together. Hey, you know me. I mean, you know me better than Diane ever did. You know, you're really one of the only people who's ever really known me. Hank, you might just be my last thought before I die. Hank. Thank you. All right. Who are you calling? Are you calling Diane? Are you going to tell Diane? Oh my God, he's going to tell Diane.
Don't come home for Christmas.
You fucking bastard! Every year! You did it! You called my wife!
You're the last thing I want to see underneath the tree.
Okay, now you didn't. You did. You FaceTimed. You FaceTimed her. You can't. Hey, we're good. We're good. You fucking call my wife my best friend for 50 years?
Hey,
you
Merry Christmas! I could care less. Hey, Happy New Year's, baby!
We got a picture or two. Sorry, folks. We got a picture or two. I know the Cosmic Bowling's starting soon. Folks, we're gonna wrap it up, but
You owe me the best gift I could ask for.
okay.
Okay.
You're
Hey, don't call me up.
So yeah, you don't want this guy to get your number. He'll call you.
When the snow cuts down.
You called Diane.
That's the only thing I want this year.
Is a snowstorm? I know, man. Snow's been few and far between lately. Only forest fire. Wow, yeah. God, are you my energy vampire? Hank? I swear, it's like all my life, doom and gloom, and maybe it's you.
Awkward silence. Scene.
Doja, everybody. Woo! So a fun little detail that I did forget to mention, if you recognize any of the scenes, this is the part of the show where then I ask if anyone knew what that was from. No one knew? I also didn't.
It's a song
It's a song!
by Fall Out Boy.
Oh.
A Christmas themed song called You'll Shoot Your Eyes Out. You will shoot your eyes
Yule,
out.
like Y-U-L-E. It's a play on words, folks.
Comedy, you're welcome.
Hey. Oh, you see, thank you, Derek.
Michelle.
Give it up for Derek. You see, folks, you're going to see anything tonight. We started with a song. Who knows where we'll end up? We're going to round it out now with scene number 2. We're moving quite along. 2 great folks that are here tonight, returning performers, Jessica Gould and Jorge Francisco Hernandez. Give them up, bring them up here. The ceremonial double click to turn our mics on. Well, happy second Saturday, friends.
Happy second Saturday.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater stage.
Thank you. Sorry, double click threw me off.
Okay. But you got it? You got it.
Yeah, I think so.
You got it. Project, and if anything, Jessica's mic
Right.
will pick it up.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, well, I'm going to scoot off so you can get the fun started.
Look, when are you going to get the picture?
I got it yesterday, Amazon. They delivered it. They said 2 days, but they got here today. It was supposed to get here tomorrow, but it got here today.
If you really want to know what I want in a guy, I'm looking for a dream with a mean machine and hell in his eyes.
Yeah, that's what the picture says. I was a little concerned, but I did like the colors, and it's gonna go great in my kitchen.
A devil in skin-tight leather.
Does it say that? Does it say that on the back? It doesn't say that. Devil in skin-tight leather. Okay.
He's going to be wild as the wind.
As the wind. This is nice. Is this my Christmas gift? You telling me hints? You giving me hints?
One fine night, I'll be holding on tight.
Okay. Okay, continue. This is nice.
To a cool writer. A cool writer.
Look. Is this some kind of joke? You know that I gave up being an author. I can't do it. I need to support myself. And this Starbucks job supports me, okay? I don't have time to write books anymore. I'm not a cool writer. I was never meant to be a cool writer.
Look, if it takes forever, then I'll wait forever.
But I can't wait forever. My life needs to move on. I'm 42.
But no ordinary boy will do.
I mean, thanks for the affirmations, but I've made my life choice. I spent the first 20 years of my adult life trying to be a writer of neurotic, satanic novels, and I can't do it anymore. This devil in tight leather it didn't flow. Admittedly, it sounded better when you said it, but it didn't go well in the book. So no publishers were interested, and I'm moving on, and I'm starting. And this Starbucks is brand new in like a new suburban area. I think it's really gonna hit. I'm gonna become shift manager very soon.
I need a cool writer.
I'm not a cool writer anymore. I'm a barista. I can't give you the literacy and the metaphors that you need. What I can give you is a double foam chai latte.
You know what? That's the way it's going to be. That's the way I feel.
And that's what I can offer. So you're saying 20 years together, and you're going to end this because I'm a barista now?
I want a whole lot more than the boy next door.
Okay.
I want hell on wheels.
I wrote Hell on Wheels. Nobody would buy it. I couldn't get it printed. I wrote Hell on Wheels 2. I wrote Hell on Wheels 3. And I wrote Hell on Wheels Forever, which was cool. But nobody bought those books. Not even on Amazon. Except for you. Thank you for the 12 copies. Please don't do this.
I need a black motorcycle with a man growing out of the seat. And then step aside, because I'm going to ride with the cool rider.
So you found somebody already. You found somebody with a black motorcycle? Okay. Well, I'll step aside for you, I guess. Our lives have crossed, and honestly, that was the best 20 years of my life, this relationship with you. And I've loved you that entire time. But if you want to ride with a guy who does really kinky shit, like laying on a black motorcycle, I understand. I understand.
I need a cool rider.
I feel like now you're just patronizing me. I tried. I can't be that person anymore. You are better off with the guy on the motorcycle. He seems cool. If he's a rider? Oh, wait. This whole time you wanted me to buy a motorcycle? I've been an author for 20 years and all I had to do to impress you was buy a motorcycle?
Scene.
Oh, so fun. Give it up for Jessica and Jorge. Woo! I mean, you're just already like so cool that you wear this outfit. And now I know like Jessica came in costume. I'm realizing that. So I didn't know what this is from, but my partner knew immediately what it was from. Does anyone else catch what this? Yes, a couple people. So should yell it out. Wait, I got it on the second line. When did you get it? What? When did you figure it out? I got it like on the second. Oh, like pretty quick.
Zero idea.
Right.
Fun fact: the people talking in the audience have the same birthday as well. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a coincidence? That's meant to happen. We're all meant to be here tonight. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So wait, Jessica, tell us what it's from.
It's from Grease 2.
From Grease 2, folks.
Never watched that one.
It's the better of the two.
Some might argue,
I'll fight people for that.
Yeah.
Yes. And during that scene, she's like making a Christmas tree. So it's a Christmas movie.
It's Christmas adjacent. Yes. I agree.
Yes.
Well, I know you've already got your cool rider out there. Mm-hmm. Makes me so happy.
Not me.
Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you, Jorge. We've got some great folks affiliated with Scene Kids. I just love all of them so much, and happy holidays. And expect a Christmas bonus from me. That's not a joke. So we're at the halfway mark. Oh, before I forget, tomorrow night, which is just one of the 7 nights of week that Stab Comedy streams online and has shows, some of which you can see here in person, like Scene Kids on Saturday night. You should go to check out The Arena, which is Stab Comedy's new improv cage match show, and it's at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., 7 with 2 zeros after it, right here at Stab Comedy. You can vote for whatever improv team you think did the better 20-minute set, and you can either vote online at home, or when you come in the audience, you get to actually tear a piece of paper and vote like democracy. It's fun. So come check that out every Sunday night at 7 o'clock, The Arena. Yeah. I know, it's great. But we're back to Scene Kids now. I know. This is scene number 3 of 6. We're truly almost at the halfway part, folks, and we're chugging along. Me, almost literally. So let's bring on the next duo. These freaking dynamic two, Carrie John and Mel Ford. I know. Bring them on. Woo! Good eve.
Good eve.
I am sure you're professionals already, but my anxiety is making me double check that you've got your clicked doubled on. Oh wait, yeah, now we're good.
Ooh.
Have fun, folks.
All right.
Give a big round of applause.
Pan the room. Random use of empty bottles, some candles, and cloth. And can you see me through this fan?
Yeah. You've put it together. I'm trying to seduce you.
Slow-mo dove, creepy doll, and what looks like a bathrobe. Then a dim-lit shot of dangling balls. Metaphor?
You lost me and then you had me again.
Close-up of some candles and dramatically posing. Then stock footage of a moon in the sky.
Yeah. Keep painting me a fantasy, baby.
Bottle shot. Messing up my close-up with a floating blue curtain. Now let's see who's coming in from outside.
Is it me? I want it to be me.
Double doors open. Why aren't I reacting in this shot? Ringo Starr? Lined eyes? I guess I should be acting, but I'm not.
I think I want to get cucked. I think I'm learning this about myself. This is going well.
Doors ajar, wander through a hall with doors that magically open, and this classroom has a fan.
Okay, you're jumping through a lot of fantasies here, and I think we should start with either just vanilla or that cuck thing from before. So that was cool.
Open shirts. Now it's getting creepy. You can tell by my staring it's a long time since I've been with a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been with a woman too, or watched her with another man.
Stupid chair! Emo kid threw slow-mo dove at my face? I guess that means that he just flipped me the bird.
Look, I find it really hot that you talk in the metaphors all the time. It's why I'm trying, but I can't tell if you're into it or not.
Locker room. Staring at the swim team gets you killed by dancing ninja men who know how to twirl. Spin around, ninjas! Then a bunch of preppies make a toast. Drinking wine, douchebags. Most of it just ends up on the floor.
I could end up on the floor.
And they shouldn't fence at night, or they're going to hurt the gymnasts. Why did they play football inside? Here's another shot of fencing.
I don't know. I'm sorry, you're talking about flying balls. It's got me a little nervous.
And I've mostly been lit from behind. Watch these shadows run off. I walk onto a terrace where I think I'm alone, but Arthur Fonzarelli's got an army of clones. Fonzie's been cloned?
Okay, so now, okay, cup gangbang. I am in, back in.
They do the Macarena, but I'm still not impressed. They beg for me to dance with them, but not in this dress.
Okay, so they gotta work harder. They gotta a more. Or
I'll pose like Rocky tonight. I'm running up a bunch of stairs, strip football, then surprise mirror.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then cut to in the mirror, you're naked, and then there's like 5 naked Arthur Fonzarellis behind you. And then I'm in the corner and I'm like, please look at me.
Here's where I pretend to be Ava Perón. Look at me, I'm lifting my arms. There's nothing left to shoot, so zoom camera under this arch.
Right, under this arch of sperm. I think I'm following.
End scene.
Felt there's an energy in betwixt the two.
A lot of visuals happening.
Yeah, lots of visuals. So right at the beginning of this, I was like, I know what this is.
Do you know what this is? Not a fucking clue.
It's okay.
And
I will be surprised.
Was completely wrong. But firstly, I mean, thank you, Carrie John and Mel Ford. Amazing. Does anyone out in the audience, even you at home, you can guess, anyone know what this is from?
It's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut.
And it's also not Christmas. Christmas makes me think of 80s like pop, like rock ballads.
Oh,
so
fun.
that's a clue.
Okay.
In the early 2000s, there was a literal music video done of Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. So that is literally what is happening.
That's the state.
That's the Total Eclipse of the Heart music video, and these people are singing it in. Yes. So watch it. Do yourselves a favor. Watch it. It's ridiculous.
Yes. I'm sure somebody affiliated with this show is going to post a link for us to watch, folks. So we stream on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. So search for us, Scene Kids, Stab Comedy, and then you can see the link to this music video. We'll link it somewhere. Gary, thank you so much. Mel, amazing work. Thank you so much. Two songs tonight, which to me is very festive. Sing-alongs, we love them, right? Speaking of, we've got another scene coming up, so I'm going to do that instead of a surprise sing-along. 2 fine folks are coming up. Great guys, Wes Allen and Daniel Kessenich. Let's give them a big round of applause. Ooh, yeah, I heard those double clicks. Thank you, Wesley. It's great to have you.
Yeah, so good to be back.
I'm glad you're back. Yes, this is Wesley's, I think, 3rd or 4th show with us.
Yeah.
Number 3 or 4.
3 or 4. I don't know either.
I should know, but I don't.
I should know. I've been there.
Well, thank you so much. Let's give them a big round of applause as I leave the stage.
Is mine on? Am I good?
Your fear of capture and imprisonment is an imprint from millions of years ago.
My fear of capture and imprisonment is pretty right now. I don't want to be captured or imprisoned. So please don't do that. I've got things to do.
This battle is from far before you know.
Well, it's Hog Championship 2021, and I refuse to move. And if you're threatening to kidnap me over this, then that's pretty harsh.
This is not you.
You're right. This isn't me. Always been more of a checkers man. Pogs? Why did I get into Pogs? This late in the game? Honestly.
It's not you, it's not you!
It's not. But, I really want to slam the table as they do.
You are asleep!
Has this all just been a dream? Did I fall asleep playing checkers again with my nan? I don't know.
Your spirit was once free, moving from body to the next body, free for a moment.
And no longer that moment is here. If this isn't a dream, I just want to be spending time with you, playing this game. Is that not freedom?
Then, it was captured by a nefarious force bent on turning you to the darkest way.
No. I don't want to believe it. I refuse.
You have been imprinted with a push-pull mechanism that makes you fearful of authority and destructive.
A Pavlovian response? I don't. No, it couldn't be. Only my nan has ever programmed me via Pavlovian response. She'd bring out cheese, and then I knew it was time to watch That 70s Show. And every time I see cheese, I think of That 70s Show, Ashton Kutcher's face imprinted in my brain via Gouda. I don't like it.
This battle is 1 trillion years in the making, and it is bigger than the both of us.
That's exactly what someone at a POG championship would say. It's very dorky of you.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, and neither do I, honestly. I think you've gotten in my head successfully, but not enough.
I give you facts.
Okay, that you may have. You may have provided facts for me. But what of it?
They are not opinions, they are fucking facts.
Okay, that's redundant. You said it twice.
Fuck you!
Okay, oh no, fuck you, dude!
Fuck you, fuck you!
No, fuck this! Alright, I don't even want to play this game. I don't want to be here.
Why don't you kick the bed some more?
What was that? Kick the bed? I will kick the bed. I don't know if that's adjacent from kicking the bucket, but I'll do the bed. It's less diet.
Fuck you, you lazy piece of shit.
Oh, okay, well, I may be a fucking lazy piece of shit, alright, but that is no way to talk to me.
I'm done, you're fucking lazy.
No, you can't just quit, you can't just walk away from the game. There's so much riding on this game. I have many pounds riding on this. I know currency.
You're fucking lazy.
Oh, again, this is redundant. If anyone is lazy, it is your vernacular, sir.
Oh, they do?
Yes, they do. Very poor vernacular. You repeated yourself several times.
Who fucking likes you except for me?
Increase your diction, but you're right. And I don't know.
Except for me.
I don't. It's just you and my nan and Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis on That 70s Show, and that's all I've got.
Who else likes you except for me? Except for me.
A handful of people, but not many.
I'm the only one that likes you.
Fuck, dude, that's fucking brutal. Ow!
It's me, Freddy.
Dude, are you just gonna steamroll that?
I'm the only one who likes you.
Okay, well, what if I'm the only one that likes you? Then what?
I'm the only one.
Yeah, you are. I feel a tension here, a sexual one, I don't know. Spur of the moment.
You're a fucking drunk.
And what of it? I don't care. That's my flask. I'll throw it away.
And I'm done with you.
Just done with me like that, like broken POG pieces. Just thrown in the trash.
Scene.
Leslie Allen and Daniel Kucinich. Step forward, sons. Don't get so. We always like to hug the wall.
Yeah.
Come on.
More stage.
Yeah.
Fresh air is fun.
Fresh fresh air is fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did anybody know what that was from? Did you, Daniel?
I had zero clue.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
No.
Derek said Doctor Who at first, but then they started cursing.
Yeah, which is
Yeah. It's from The Master, which is
The Master,
Philip Seymour Hoffman movie.
which is
I don't even know who that is.
R.I.P. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Okay.
All right.
I know he died. That's it. That's all I know. What more do I need?
Happy holidays, everybody.
Well, he's very good at sounding important and then
Yes.
just yelling "fuck you" at that.
Yeah,
as
right.
soon as he gets
It's
pissed off.
true.
Fair enough.
Wesley, I think you earned that fuck you as well.
Yeah.
So it worked. It definitely worked. Yes. Well, thank you two so much for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a great show. Y'all, because y'all are done, so you had a great show. Get off the stage. Oh, there's only 2 more scenes left. And then Scene Kids is done for the night. I know. But don't worry, because there is one more show even tonight here at Stab Comedy. Yes! And better yet, it's a brand stinking new show. Yes, a never been done, a world premiere. Jesse Rivera and Nicole Eichenberg are going to host a show called Dear Abby WTF. Yes. From the title, I think we can figure it out. WTF. Sweet. Glad I rolled that too. I know we're all waiting at the edge of our seats to hear who the next people are, the next duo. And I am excited to tell you who they are. Jacob Saldana and Katie Grant. So bring them up on stage. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Peach. How are you?
Jacob. I'm so great.
That's been wonderful.
We both found out, I don't know if you want me to get it, we both found out we're both wearing clothes from our grandmothers tonight.
this was Nana's shirt. I cut it into a crop top.
Yes, and these are my grandmother's pants. Thank you, Home Talking Network. Okay, well, I won't. We'll do chit chat later. I'll let y'all do the show. We double clicked. I'm sure you did.
I am
theater
good. I
people.
think. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, have a good time.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
I mean, she owed me some money, so.
I mean, you may not believe in Santa, but me and Grandpa, we believe.
I mean, it's really a weird complex that, like, I am both Santa in this sense, but I am also related to our grandmother. I'm sorry I hit her earlier today.
She was just drinking too much eggnog. We begged her not to go.
You know, did she steal my brandy when she left earlier? Because that means more money for me.
She forgot her medication and just stumbled into the snow.
You were going there daily this week to just fill those medicine jars for her, and she just nothing. You really should get, like, her into a better habit-forming method. Come on, Dad. Come on, dude.
They found her on Christmas at the scene of the attack.
I mean, I feel like I should just drink this eggnog now to, like, really make a memory of her.
With a hoof print on her forehead and evidence of the claws on her back.
You know, I'm starting to think that this whole thing is just a crazy, like, a fantasy. Like, I'm starting to believe that, like, Grandma wanted it to happen.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer walking home from our house on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we've gone through that part of the story, but it sounds like we're starting to, like, memorize it. Like, it's not really real. Like, Grandma might have actually died of more natural causes.
You might not believe in Santa, but me and Grandpa, Huh, we believe.
I stopped believing in myself years ago, buddy. So like that makes sense. I think the best thing for us to do right now is to like go and visit Grandma at the morgue.
We're really proud of Grandpa. He's doing really well.
I know, right? Man, did you see that trophy wife he picked up last week? Oh man, she's looking good.
Yeah, he's watching football, drinking beers, playing cards with Cousin Mel.
You know, I'm beginning to think that this whole thing was good for Grandpa. Like, this was Grandpa's Christmas wish.
Just Christmas isn't the same without Grandma. Everyone's dressed in black.
Yeah, but I mean, it is kind of a funeral now. Like, we've decided from now until at least, like, January 5th, we're just gonna mourn Grandma's loss.
But, I don't know what we should do with her gifts. If we should open them or send
Like,
her back.
okay, like I mentioned with the money thing. So she actually owes me, like, probably about $350. So if we take the gifts, we can just give them to me.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Yeah.
Walking home from our house on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And she drank some eggnog, stole my brandy, poured it in the eggnog, got a little too drunk, probably mixed it with some pills. I got all of this.
You may not believe in Santa, but me and Grandpa think he's real.
You know, I mentioned this before, but I can't believe in myself anymore. Like, it's just too hard for me as Santa Claus to believe in myself, be your sibling, and take care of our grandmother every day. Like, it's just too much, buddy.
Now the goose is on the table. The pudding made of fig.
I worked on it all last night. We said we wanted Grandma's recipes this year, so I looked in the cookbook, Grandma's recipes. This is what you get.
And a blue and silver candle, the same color as the hairs on her wig.
I mean, I told her to stop going and getting that dye job done. It wasn't working for her eyes anymore. But yeah, still blue silver.
I warned all my friends and neighbors to take care of themselves.
Okay. But you could have warned me not to loan her any of that money, and here I am, your sibling Santa Claus, and you did nothing.
They shouldn't give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves.
I mean, they shouldn't give a lot of people in this country anything for the rude crimes that they commit, but here we go. Santa can get away with anything in the North Pole.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer walking home from our house on Christmas Eve.
I know. Come on, where's the fucking brandy for my freaking eggnog? Oh my God.
You may not believe in Santa, but me and Grandpa, we believe!
I'm glad you believe in Santa! He should know you love him! Because, man, that's what I wish I knew.
See.
Yes.
Sorry for yelling. I don't know if that picked up.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it did.
Okay.
I'm happy to know that we are wearing our grandmother's clothing
Yes.
while Grandma was also dead.
Yeah.
It's a very emotional scene for
It
us.
was great. I love that. I mean, nothing says Christmas to me like a next level relationship fight. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bonding.
You're working through, it's discourse, right? It's not a fight, it's discourse. That's new. It's new for me. So, Katie, thank you so much. Wait,
Thank you.
I know what this is. Yeah, we know the audience.
Yeah.
Katie knew.
Yeah.
Ran over by a reindeer. Walking home from Christmas Eve.
Job sweet.
There's your sing-along.
Okay, all right. That's great. No, it's fine. We love to have revelry in the audience. It's great. It's a bop. It really is. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Artist unknown. And performed here tonight by Jacob Saldana and Katie Grant.
Thank you.
It's the final scene of the night. We made it. The night's not over though. Like I said, you can stick around for the 10 o'clock show. Just check in at the bar and we'll get you settled up. But let's see the finale of our show. So I'm going to bring up Gilbert Gonzalez and Lindsay Monday. Give them a big round of applause. Come on up. Come on up. Great.
Super excited.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome, Gilbert.
I'm gonna mix it up a
Welcome,
little
Lindsay.
bit.
Yes. This is a Scene Kids First. Lindsay, take it away. Let us know what's happening.
I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit. So, Gilbert, I already said you'll know when to come out. But I'm gonna keep Michelle on stage.
Okay.
Let me double click myself.
Double click.
I?
You're
am I-
good. You're
oh,
on.
right.
Okay, sweet. We double clicked. So Lindsay is going to put me in a chair.
I'm messing stuff up, guys. I'm
Okay.
mixing it up for the holiday edition. And can you stay up here for me, please?
Yeah. Great. Okay.
All right. So we'll sit right here.
Okay.
All right. This is Margaret Jo, and I am Terry Rialto, and you are tuning into Delicious Dish on National Public Radio.
Yes. Tonight we are going to be interviewing Colfax County's #1 sugar cookie producer. They're a local hero, and this year alone they have donated 1 ton of sugar cookies to local nonprofits and orgs in the area.
That's right, Margaret Jo. The holiday season is a time for all of our culinary wishes to come true.
Oh, yes.
What are you asking for Santa this year, Margaret Jo?
Thank you so much for asking. This year I would love a new bread cutting board. Yes. Preferably some of an olive wood.
Ooh, a funnel.
Yes.
That'll be great for funneling.
Yes, like, sometimes you need to funnel soup into a mason jar or frosting into a piping bag. And a funnel's perfect for that.
I'm going to be asking Santa for just one thing. That is a large box of glue traps to help with my excessive rat problem. Now, Margaret Jo, tell me, are you leaving any treats out for Santa this year?
Oh, yes, every year I do. Every year I leave macaroons and some homemade cashew nut milk. Yeah, because I know Santa's got a lot of dairy in his system, and I want to, do a little palate cleanser for the night.
I can't leave any food out in my apartment due to my excessive rat problem. It's good times.
Yeah, just don't leave a rat trap under the fireplace this year.
Santa's fun.
Yeah, Santa's
good
real
times.
fun.
Good times.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, he's a prankster.
Yeah.
He can be a prankster.
All right, now, Margaret Jo, the Christmas time is a time for holiday food traditions and bite-sized bites, and we have a very special guest with us today, don't we?
We most certainly do. Colfax County hero here. Yeah, Mr. Hand Bites himself.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring out the owner of the bakery, Seasons Eatings,
Absolutely.
Mr. Pete Schweddy.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you, Pete. Thanks for being here. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yeah. Schweddy.
Schweddy. All right.
It's really great to be here. You might not know this, but I double as a baker exterminator.
Hey.
I got you.
Sounds like Christmas came early.
This is just a little bite-sized little piece with a lot of rat poison in it, and it looks like a Mexican wedding cake, and so the rat thinks it's people food, but it's actually rat death.
Balls.
It is. This cookie in particular is rolled into a perfect sphere. So it is a ball.
It's been years since I've seen any balls.
It's just when you have an infestation and you want to break out the nice like charcuteries and
Yeah.
the cheese balls and things like that, then you're just afraid of a rat's going to get it. And so, you know, just also too, I just carry these around, traditional traps. Here's a big one, has the nice teeth in it, and the easy action little click lever right there.
Wow.
Just snaps her head right off.
Folks, for viewers driving in their cars today, this is a wooden base, looks like olive wood, and it's got a metal finger-operated clamp that's holding a metal wraparound that has teeth for extra hold and comfort for the rat.
Show us your balls, Pete.
So funny that you knew about these.
Yeah, we did.
These
That's nice. Wow.
are rat motels. You know, and I just keep them so close because when you warm them up, the rats think they're like a nice warm home that they crawl into. There you go. There you go. And when they just crawl into it, their feet stick to the ground and they can't escape and they just die of starvation. Pretty brutal.
I can't help but notice how they glisten.
They have a sheen to them. They are perfect body temp.
These balls, Pete, are so tender.
They're pretty light. They're pretty light. This is surprising. They're surprisingly light.
Pete, I can't notice. Some of them are misshapen. Some of these balls are a little misshapen.
Well, you see, what you want to have it look like is like a natural surrounding. You know, there's no real like just true spheres in nature. They're always a little bumpy. They got some dimples on it or something. Sometimes they got dents. And so you just want to reenact that. So
I cannot wait to put my mouth around these balls.
Wait. Just look. Don't put those in your mouth. They're sticky. They're poison.
This smells like I could eat it, though.
Wait.
Your balls are very fragrant, I'm noticing.
They've got a good viscosity.
These are rat traps and rat poisons. Okay, look. I appreciate you brought me on to baking, but then you talked about my favorite subject, extermination. Okay, so I got a little excited, and you know, I usually keep it under the baked goods, but you know, I pulled my balls out of my pants to show you. I just got excited.
And are these a part of the sweaty ball sack that you're offering on special this month, Pete?
Oh my. You talked to Stan, didn't you? That motherfucker. Stan always knows to bring my rat sack over. Oh my God. You know about my rat sack?
Good times.
Here, I'm just gonna pour them all over, just on your table. There you go. There you go.
Well.
Oh, I'm noticing our producer Glenn in the production tower is telling us to wrap it up. All right. Join us next time when we will be talking about another seasonal favorite, fragrant salted nuts. Thank you.
I just put all my rat traps and rat stickies on the table, and you cut me? You fucking cut me?
You're listening to Halifax County's NPR here on 88.9.
And scene. That was fun.
Well done. That was fun. I knew what this was. We all might have.
Let's hear it.
Who knows? Let's all say it together. Saturday night live. The infamous sweaty ball scene. Anna Gasteyer and Molly Shannon and Alec Baldwin. Controversial. Great. Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Lindsay, capping off the night for us.
We tried something new and I think it worked.
We did.
I think it worked.
I felt like it worked. Yes.
I think it did.
Gilbert, how did you feel?
I think it did. How do you
Really
feel?
on board,
You
yeah.
feel good?
All right. Gilbert was really
Thank
on
you.
board.
That's all. I'm
Great.
done.
Thank you, Monday and Gilbert Gonzalez. Give it up for everybody that you saw tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone here at home. You can totally stay here for the 10 p.m. show, or you can go get out of here. But either way, we do need to switch up the audience and reset the house. And we'll see you next month, next year. I know. January 8th. I also want to say thank you to Skip Bacon, who is the producer of the 8 p.m. show on second Saturdays. And I heard the ugly Christmas sweater competition was fierce. It was fierce competition. I heard from the lobby. It was a well-sold show. So you can always check out Stab Comedy, buy tickets to give us, virtual tips. We're streaming every night. Get home safe, folks. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. And see you next year.
Thank you for coming out. That is Scene Kids. As Michelle said, we're not done. We do have one more show. It's the debut of Dear Abby WTF. If you want to stick around, please do. Don't worry about giving me any more money up front. Just go ahead and stick around. And you at home, hold on for as long as it takes us to reset this. And Dear Abby WTF will be starting in just a few.
but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for Papa. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, and snow. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for Papa. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Let it snow, let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, and snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, and snow.
Bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bing bang 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 bing bing bang bing bang bing.
Say what? Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang bing bang bing bang bing bing bang 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 bing bing bang bing bang bing a bing bing bang.
Ho, 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 ho.
Swag.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho.
Bang, 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 bing, 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 bing,
My
bang,
purse.
bing, bang, bing.
Welcome to
bing,
Stab
bing,
Comedy Theater.
bang,
It's time for the debut of Dear Abby WTF.
bing, bang,
Please welcome to your stage and screen your hosts, Jesse Rivera and Nicole Eichenberg.
Yay! Woo!
It got really bright really quick. Man, it's like I haven't seen lights that bright since the last time I got pulled over. And I had the same feeling. And I don't know about you guys, but getting pulled over when you're brown is a completely different experience. I was like in my 30s when I found out that cops gave warnings. I did not know that police officers gave warnings. My boss would always be like, "Didn't they just give you a warning?" I'm like, "No." It's a warning. Nicole, how are you?
I had an 80-year-old man try to fight me at work yesterday, so it's been interesting. How about you?
Did you fight him?
Well, I wanted to, but then my coworker stepped in, and I was kind of glad, actually.
But you were ready to.
I was about to fuck Grandpa up.
Right? Because, dude, hey, because I don't know about where you're from, but where we're from, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so welcome to Dear Abby WTF. Can we cuss on here? I'm wondering. Yeah, okay. Welcome to Dear Abby, what the fuck? This show would pop into my head every time I got high, and I knew it was eventually going to happen. Not me getting high, but this show. And what it is like, I'm a sucker for pop culture, and I think a lot of us are. And so I couldn't help but notice how scary the letters to Dear Abby in the 60s and 70s were. Like, they seriously, like, and then, like, if the questions weren't scary enough, like, the advice that she was giving, you know?
Yeah.
So I reached out to Nicole, and I said, let's do this. And Nicole said, yeah, let's do it. And, you know, what do you do when you have a crazy comedy idea in Sacramento? You pitch it to Jesse Jones. And he says, I love it. Let's do it. And here we are, folks. So welcome to the premiere of Dear Abby, What the Fuck. Thank you. We are going to be reading some Dear Abby letters and wondering what the fuck was going on. Not only with the person, usually a housewife in distress who sent these letters in, and then Dear Abby, not to be confused with her sister, Ann Landers. And I did not know this, but both not Jews, and I only realized that because I listened to the Hanukkah song yesterday. And Dear Abby and Ann Landers get mentioned in the Hanukkah song as not, or they are, or they're not. Anyway, I can't remember. They got mentioned in the Hanukkah song, and I thought it'd be cool to do a callback to that, but I forgot. But anyway, so Nicole, are you excited?
I am. I'm so excited, Jesse.
Okay.
I mean, I know my face doesn't show it, but really I am.
Do you want to add anything to the description? I always feel like I talk over everybody.
No, that's okay. I'm running on my last brain cell.
Okay.
So, yeah,
all right. Great. All right. So when we put the show together, we're like, should we get a comic or should we get an improviser? And then we said, hey, let's get a comic and an improviser. So we'd like to bring out our guests now. Our guests are Dana Bryant and Sarah Dutcher. Woo! We decided it'd be cool to entrap you guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah. First, I'd like to welcome Dana Bryant. Dana, how are you?
I'm great. I think this might be the first time in a very long time a man tried to entrap me.
Was the last time a cop?
Actually, yeah, it was like a whole bunch at night, and I was like, boys, I don't think this is what you think this is.
Were you like, boys, I don't think, well, maybe you.
No, as a lawyer, I don't go near cops.
Oh, okay. All right. Sarah, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty well. It's Christmas. I love the Christmas display out front at Stab Comedy Theater. It's very festive.
Awesome.
Puts me in the comedy mood.
So, are you guys familiar with Dear Abby?
Oh yeah.
Actually, I grew up reading Ann Landers. Hers was syndicated in our local newspaper.
All right. So, Dear Abby was all about the advice. So I'd like to ask you, Dana, first. What's the best or worst advice you've ever given or been given?
I'm still kind of on the fence about whether this is the best or the worst advice. But I remember when I moved into my apartment by myself in law school, and my mom tells me, live by yourself as long as you can, because then you'll get married and have kids and never be alone again. And it was that exact tone, too. I'm like, I love you too, Mom.
Mom have a lot of kids?
No, just the two of us.
Wow.
And we live together now, so it's weird.
Maybe someday you'll get to give her that advice.
Right. I'll be like, you want to live alone? I'll let that happen.
Sarah, what's the best or worst advice you've ever given or been given?
Honestly, the best advice I've ever been given was earlier this year. It wasn't like directly to me. It was in a group chat. So it's like 50 of us who all needed to hear it. It's like, men start on thin ice. Like, there's no need to give someone the benefit of the doubt, like, unless they've like proven that every woman is a beautiful goddess and men are little raccoons trolling through the garbage. That's an insult because I love raccoons though. So it's like still complimenting men. I'm like, I'm still like tossing you something. It's like stop giving strangers who are creeping you out the benefit of the doubt. Like, why you don't need to do that.
All right.
Sorry, like, this is what like group chats with like all women and non-binary folks is like. We're like, why are men like?
I'm gonna go tell that to all my guy friends like after this show.
Yeah,
you
like
heard the best thing.
All right. Nicole, are we ready to? Am I allowed to talk? Should I?
It's your show, so yes. I mean, otherwise,
oh, sweetie.
You're all sweetie. Quit being so sensitive, Jesse.
Just calm down. I love saying that to me.
I love saying you need to calm down. I love saying it. Okay. All right. Where should we start, Nicole?
Let's start with the one with Andy and Tony. I like that one.
All right.
Such a good one.
Andy and would anybody like to read out loud?
I feel like I'd like to read this one.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, I need to find it.
I have it. I want to
borrow
my
Did
notes.
I not give it to you?
I may have lost it. I have a terrible time.
I just gave it to you outside.
I know.
There are some extras that were on the floor.
For a minute. That's...
Oh, look, she found it on the floor.
And I may have dropped it like 5 times. All my skills are brain skills, not body skills.
Oh, do we know when this letter was from? Like, it was from.
Well, look at that picture. I feel like that tells us late 70s.
It was 1968.
Okay. So this is a Dear Abby letter from 1968, y'all.
Yes. It says, in daytime, I like Andy. Tony at night. Dear Abby, I'm in love with 2 boys and don't know which one to marry. First, there's Andy. He's sort of blonde and sells insurance. Mama likes him, which helps a lot. He's very reliable and seems anxious to get married. Then there's Tony. He's dark and sort of gives me the creeps, but they're awfully nice creeps, if you know what I mean. I don't know which one I like best. In the daytime, I like Andy, but I believe I like Tony better at night. Which one do you think would make the best husband for me, Andy or Tony? And then she replies, Dear Andy or Tony, don't marry either one if it's a toss-up. Date others and make comparisons. When the one comes along, you'll flip your lid, not a coin.
Yeah. Is that what they called it back in 1968? Flipping your lid?
Yeah. I mean, have you not... Or is that just like my old-fashioned Mormon upbringing? I flip my lid.
Get yourself an Andy in the streets and a Tony in the sheets.
Right?
And it was 1960. Sorry, everybody. I just fact-checked myself.
1960. Andy or Tony? I feel like at first I felt like I give off Andy vibes, you know?
You do.
But then I was like, what could I do to be more of a Tony, you know?
Get back on meth.
Oh, you guys don't want that.
Andy's anxious to get married, like a little desperate. Am I right? Like,
with Andy anxious to get married, I'm like wondering what's he trying to hide?
Yeah. Oh, like gotta like lock her down before she finds out my deep dark secret.
I don't know. Maybe all that insurance selling money. You want someone to spoil. Maybe I'm a little biased because I work in insurance, but I'm like, yeah, you make that money, Andy.
All right. So, I guess this is the portion of the show where we ask you guys what would you tell What's this young lady's name?
Yeah, they never signed their real name.
Oh, they don't sign their real name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like this advice actually. It's like, why do you think you have to marry these two people that you don't like enough to like have a strong opinion on?
All right.
Like earlier this year, like my friends were like, well, it's good that like the guy that you're dating, like you're not very excited about, because you're normally very excited about people. So maybe like different is good. I'm like, if I'm not excited about that, like, maybe.
Different, but not indifferent.
I don't know. I feel like it's totally capable to find a man that's both financially stable and a little creepy, but like in the like downstairs tingly way. And you should go find him.
Like Joe from You.
Maybe not that bad.
In the downstairs tingly.
Oh, you know what? When was Ted Bundy active? Like.
Oh, wow. And where was this? This was in Seattle. No, I'm just kidding. All right. That was some good advice for our anonymous Dear Abby later. All right. Let's move on to our, well, what should we do next, Nicole? Which one should we do next?
Let's see, as I very loudly move these. Let's do Widow Adds to Troubles. I like that one. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Widow Adds to Troubles. Do we remember when this one was from?
This one was from 1968.
This one's from 1968.
As I drop
This
everything.
one is later, but she has like a drawing instead of a photo. Sorry, I'm like analyzing like what would have caused this difference. Well, like the history major in me is like,
it's because she's aged, and a woman is not allowed to age.
that
and
is
also
such a
be
good idea,
in
though.
pictures.
Okay, very good point. Very good point.
Actually, one of King Louis XII's, I think, one of his mistresses would like commission paintings of her to look super young to like remind him, like, look how hot I was, like, and it worked.
Back in the day, filters.
Yeah, right. This old-fashioned filter is called drawing.
That was the first filter. All right, Sarah, would you like to read this one?
Sure. Dear Abby, my husband passed away about 4 months ago and left me with 2 children, both in high school. His best friend, a bachelor, consoled me in my grief. I really don't know what I would have done without him. We lost our heads, and now I am pregnant. I was told after my last child was born that I couldn't have any more, so I can't imagine how this happened. Anyways, this friend says he loves me, but he doesn't think it would look good if we got married so soon after my husband's death. If we wait a full year, that will take me into next November, and the baby is due in September. So what should I do? Signed, Widow in Trouble. Dear Widow, if this friend intends to marry you, the sooner the better. It won't look good, no matter what you do, but the longer you wait, the worse it will look.
That's a judgy bitch.
Like, it's not gonna look good no matter what.
Although I literally just did the math on that, and she hooked up with that dude pretty fast after her husband died. If the baby's due, thank you. Right? And I'm sorry, lady, you know how it happened. You have 2 other kids. Right. You know exactly how you got pregnant again.
I lost my head, and I just don't know.
Here's what I got to say about this. So they started fooling around under the assumption that she couldn't get pregnant.
Ooh.
And then all of a sudden she's pregnant, and now he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just like any guy does. Like, whoa, wait a minute, but you said. I don't know, guys. Ladies, where
he's like, oh, baby, I love you, but maybe if we just wait a little bit, it won't look good. Be like, no, that guy's going to run away. Like,
it doesn't say whether she has kids. Like, could she?
No, she did. She had 2 in high school.
Or no, sorry. Yeah. If they're boys or girls, because like normally the thing is like, oh, my teenage daughter had a baby. I'll raise it as my own. Can she do the opposite? Like, this is my 16-year-old's child. Like,
she's like, dear, are you taking home ec this year? Guess what?
Easy A.
Just.
I don't know, like maybe he could just come up with an elaborate lie, like he knew he was dying, and he's like, my dying wish is for you to fuck and have a family when I'm dead, and just tell everyone that's what happened.
They don't know.
Right? Like it was the husband was like a third party in this matter.
You know what? I would watch that TV show.
I would watch that series.
Maybe his ghost was in the room and that's how they lost their heads. They got possessed.
Like
Oh, you think Ghost
oh,
were
like
into that?
Ghost, like Patrick
I wonder what happened to them if they were happy.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
If that kid grew up to be a serial killer.
So, Sarah, what advice do you have for a widow in trouble?
Skip town. Start a new life somewhere else.
Skip town with their 2 new kids and leave the original kids? What?
No. Just leave with your kids. Leave the man. And so that way, like, it's 1968. Like, people can't Google you. Like, oh, like, why didn't you have a Facebook account? Like, she could just, like, do what men used to do back then. She could
stop them.
She could just tell him this was my husband's baby and then he died. Like, they don't know the math.
Exactly.
Really good. All right.
The baby was just really, really late.
Just lie as much as you need to get out of it.
I mean, it's the 60s. Did they really know how long a baby took to cook anyway? Like,
did they have that science?
Right? Were they even having babies at the hospital yet?
I think they were
like you got a midwife, right? Like,
I think they're still doing lobotomies at that time, so anything is possible.
If you're lucky.
well, apparently they didn't know whether or not people could still have babies. They told her she couldn't. And then, Dana, what advice do you have for dear widow?
yeah, I think she needs to go confront that man. Like, I think she needs to, like, go up to his face and be like, listen, if you love me, marry me. If you don't, like, goodbye. But give me your money because it's your baby.
When did child support laws go into effect? Dana, you're a lawyer.
Oh, I don't know. There's so many laws to not know.
I don't think this is even when, like, women could have their own bank accounts yet.
Yeah.
So probably no child support.
Although
Fuck them kids.
Although a lot of the, like, family laws really geared towards the moms because they're like, you're the baby raising, you should get all the stuff. So maybe.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience member.
She's got to wait a few years and then she can get it.
Thank you, Jess. All right, moving on. What do we got next?
How about the odd couple?
This is my favorite one. Yes. Oh my god.
The local odd couple. Okay, so it would be your turn to read it, but Sarah showed a lot of excitement.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. And this one is from, anybody know when this one is from?
1972.
Ooh, 1972. I was already in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Little baby Jessie was 1 year old. 1 year old. Still is cute, too. Sorry.
Oh, no, thank you.
On me for a minute.
The local odd couple has neighbors aroused.
Yeah, they do.
Dear Abby, about 4 months ago, the house across the street was sold to a father and son, or so we thought. We later learned it was an older man about 50 and a young fellow about 24. This was a respectable neighborhood before this odd couple moved in. They have all sorts of strange-looking company. Men who look like women and women who look like men. Blacks, whites, Indians, and yesterday I even saw 2 mans go in there.
I think it's nuns.
That says nuns.
Yes.
2 nuns go in there. They must be running some sort of business or a club. There are motorcycles, expensive sports cars, and even bicycles parked in front and on the lawn.
Ooh.
They keep their shades drawn so you can't see what's going on inside, but they must be up to no good. Or why the secrecy?
Nosy. This is a nosy bitch.
I love that they keep the shades drawn.
So I can't look deep into their home.
Like binoculars.
Yeah, we called the police department and they asked if we wanted to press charges. They said unless the neighbors were breaking some law, there's nothing they could do. Abby, these weirdos are wrecking our property values. How can we improve the quality of this once respectable neighborhood? Up in arms. Dear Up in Arms, you can move.
Yeah.
But also tell me where this is so I can move
Right,
in.
right. These usually end up being the better neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Like, oops, sorry.
The like even bicycles.
The whole even bicycles part like cracked me up because like going back to my meth days, like when I had to get some, I was on that bike.
You're like Devo.
Yes.
Oh, so this lady knows what bicycles means.
So
like
this-
she's not that
yeah,
sheltered.
so the shit's good enough to trigger around your bike over there.
Maybe if she was cooler though, she would have been invited to this thing.
She's jealous.
Yeah.
2 nuns.
I mean, if the nuns are going in, it can't be that bad.
My first thought with the expensive cars was Coke dealer, but being 1972, I don't know if that was a thing back then.
I mean, they're probably just having a nice dinner party with like food in a Jello mold. Like that's probably all that is.
Let's put some hot dogs and carrots and some Jello. Or maybe like they're the one dinner party that didn't serve Jello dinners, so that's why all the like fancy cars, very exclusive.
I love how this was a respectable neighborhood.
I love that. I want to like destroy property values.
Yeah.
Like that's such a boring word. Like I don't want to go anywhere respectable. Right? You're like, oh, little Timmy is on the football team and he scored a touchdown. The end. Like that's all they talk about. I want to go to this house.
Yeah, this is definitely the house I want to go to. What do you think they were doing? What was it? A business? Was it?
Yeah, it's kind of it's like swinger stuff. Like,
It's 72.
Yeah, I mean,
fishbowl party.
That's prime swinger era.
Those nuns, damn.
Those shag carpets.
I mean, there's options here for everyone. Like,
Have you guys seen conversation pits that were popular in the 70s?
like the living
couch.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's for fucking.
Like, you just prop yourself up on the like top and
It's like every position imaginable.
You can do everything but sit in that couch. Dana, what advice do you have for Up in Arms? Is it Up in Arms or Odd Couple?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for her?
I mean, maybe just do some drugs and go knock on their door.
Yes. Just be like, hey, I was about to do this coke and I don't have a straw.
Like clearly, like this person isn't getting any at home, or she wouldn't be trying to look through the neighbor's windows.
Her husband's probably over there.
Right?
One of the nuns.
Dressed as a nun. Yeah, she left out that her husband was a nun for Halloween that year.
She's like, I don't know where my nice dress went, but my husband's been gone all night. So
Why are my heels all stretched out? Sarah, what advice do you have for her?
Be like, oh, I made some like extra cake like the night one of the parties, and like try to get yourself invited to that.
Right?
Like,
yeah. I'm
she's
down.
nosy. I think she can pull it off.
I'm down for going to this party. All right, we have one more letter to read, or what do we have? We have one more or two more? Is that it?
We have one more, but if we have time, we also have that one page that had 2 other letters on it. Why the hell not? YOLO.
Yeah. It's that page had 2 other letters on it.
Yeah.
It had like some cryptic things.
It did. I'm really jazzed for the wife spanking one. I found that today. Oh my god. Yes.
Seems to be a crowd favorite.
Yes. Can I read this one? I'm just so excited.
What you need to read that?
The country needs more wife spanking. That is the title. This country needs more wife spanking.
I'll hold your applause.
We're gonna
It's a trap.
We're gonna want some hard applause at the end of this one.
So I don't know the year of this, but it's the same picture as the one from 1960, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it's around the same time period. Dear Abby, if you read the papers as well as write for them, who let women learn to read? You saw the article about the judge who gave a husband permission to spank his wife when she needed it. All I can say is, it's about time. I was beginning to think that women were taking over this country. If more men turned their wives over their knees and showed them who was boss, society would be in better shape. Spanking should be legalized everywhere. One man's opinion. Dear man, there at least...
Like she's writing to one guy, but really she's writing to them all.
To whom it may concern. Yeah. There are at least two things wrong with legalizing wife spanking. Number one, okay, I do this shit too. When I get mad, I start numbering items, and that's when you know you need to.
First of all,
yes.
let me tell you how wait. Let me tell you that I get so scared when I get a text back to me that says, first of all, I just sit down.
I think actually,
I wait to open the message, like, oh shoot.
I think I actually did that to my boyfriend the last time I got mad at him. Anyway, number one, when does a spanking end and a beating begin? Number two, who is the final authority on when a wife needs a spanking? When she repeatedly puts starch in his collars? Or pastes his mother in the face with a cocoa nut cake? Sorry, but spankings are for children.
She almost got it. She was so close.
I have so much I want to say.
It's debatable to spank children now, first of all. And, yeah.
Prominent audience member revokes applause.
News at 11.
I mean, it took a turn I did not want it to take.
Yeah.
We thought it was like conversation pit type of spanking.
I mean, in my opinion, spanking should be sexy, not punitive. So.
Yeah.
All right, man. What was your? What did you want to say?
Oh, I just. why earlier tonight? I just love the whole. When does spanking end and a beating begin? Obviously, they hadn't come up with a safe word yet, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like, is there a punitive safe word? Like, I've been punished enough.
Where do you guys stand on spanking?
Can I get more context first?
I mean, I have taken, as a lawyer, like, I ask first.
You've taken a beating?
No! I ask, I'm like, may I spank you? And when they say yes, I'm like, yes. But it's fun. Like, I want to do it in, like, a silly fun way. Like, it's not about spanking, it's about touching butt. And, like, I will.
It is about touching
butt. Yeah.
If you want force, I'll give you force. If you want a cupping, like, I don't want spanking to be mean. I want people to want me to spank them.
You're so considerate.
I love this.
I may have thought a lot about this.
So spanking wasn't a thing back then. When did it? What?
Oh, like sexually? I was like, obviously.
I mean, I get it. Okay, I mean, I get the whole spank.
Well, I guess like the idea of like power games would be very different when like your whole life is controlled by your husband. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm really tripping out on the whole that I had to spank my wife last night, and it's not like in a good way. Like it's just like that's crazy.
Yeah, I do feel like the ancient Greeks probably did some spanking though. They did a lot of really kinky stuff back then.
Yeah, but we're talking about wives. Those were.
Right. I mean, if you're
they were spanking each other.
I feel like if you're the kind of guy to write in a Dear Abby that you want to like spank your wife because she's in trouble, like it's missionary all the time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and no mouth has gone anywhere near your penis.
Yeah. Right. It's not only it's missionary, but it's missionary all the time. Like Friday night at like 7:00. It's on
like
it's on his date book.
75 seconds.
Right, it's like pot roast, shave, missionary.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Did we throw Jello? Like,
Yes.
what's your Jello dinner?
I think this is too early for Jello.
Oh yeah, we didn't have the technology yet.
Dana, what advice do you have for one man's opinion?
I would be like, who's your wife? And like, I have a divorce lawyer. I'd like to give you their number. But I'd love to be that judge, like in that courtroom, hearing like the arguments from the lawyers. They'd be like, "Your Honor, I'd like to present to you Exhibit A, my wife's butt.
That
Oh.
Exhibit B, my shirts. They're too wrinkled. I
They're
can't.
so starchy.
When I drink in the office, they talk about it.
Once that third whiskey comes out in the boardroom.
Right.
Oh, Sarah, what advice do you have for one man's opinion?
First of all, be quiet. Second of all, I guess maybe if the wife's allowed to spank him back and be like, you were home late and you didn't call. Like, go choose a spoon. That's the thing, like, conservative. Okay, growing up, like, I grew up getting, like, spanked for punishment. And, like, a lot of my friends were, like, if you're really bad, it's like, go choose the spoon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. Select the spoon. Select the spoon.
Select your weapon.
You will be beaten with, child. Like, yeah, but otherwise.
All right. Moving right along. Are we done with the spanking section of our show?
Actually, okay, this is like a tangent, but I'm reading a fantasy book, and it's supposed to, like, in the culture, it's normal to spank your wife. But there's a woman who, like, first starts to, like, get spanked for the first time, and she's like, I don't know why, I don't mind it. I'm like, this fantasy author completely redeemed himself with that. It's like she's getting spanked, but turns out she's into this.
She's on now what? Oh, okay. We're done with the spankings. Moving on. Okay, so were you guys able to find a Dear Abby letter that you wanted to bring up and read to the class? Or
If not, we can roll with the two other ones on this one sheet.
Or we could also, if anyone in the audience wants to ask our panel for advice on their friend's behalf.
You will remain anonymous on the live stream.
You will remain anonymous if you have. No, anybody? Buddy just left.
He's like, Sarah keeps saying, "Fuck
It's like
these
I'm
men."
gonna go text my friend and be like, dude, what advice do you have?
Okay, if you guys come up with something you'd like to ask for advice for a friend, feel free to shout it out. We've got two other letters. What do we got?
I found one.
You found one?
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't so much the advice as the phrasing in the letter.
Do you know what year it's from?
I don't.
Okay.
But it sounds old timey from some of the phrasing. It says, "Dear Abby, our daughter is 17, and believe me, we are not square parents. But how can we convince her that we put down certain rules for her own good? For instance, her father absolutely forbids her to park on a lonely road. She says all the kids do it, and she is hurt because it looks like we don't trust her. We do trust her, Abby. She has never given us reason to worry, but so many young people have been victims of sex maniacs and robbers who look for kids in isolated places. Do I dare frighten her with these facts? Can you put some advice into words to help us, Abby? I'm not sure other parents have this problem." Mom.
Sex maniac.
I don't even know what that means.
People who like spanking.
Dear Mom, if awakening her to reality is frightening, then I say frighten her. Young couples parked in deserted places are setups for all kinds of criminals. All parents should alert their children to this growing danger.
Was that around the time of the Zodiac killings?
Yeah, I'm like, this was okay. Like, in the mom's defense, it really sounds like she thinks her daughter is parking somewhere by herself. She's like, I don't want my daughter parking alone on an abandoned road. I'm like, that's fair.
What are you doing in there?
Like, why is this your hobby?
She was at that one party with the bikes and the nuns.
Why do my towels keep disappearing?
But like, my parents were like super paranoid about stuff like like taught me about the Zodiac killer and shit as like a child, and I watched 2020. So I'm like, you know what? This isn't that bad of like the mom.
Yeah.
That's why I'm into true crime.
And she was never seen again.
So you go parking on lonely roads. Is what you're saying.
All I'm saying is I don't.
What advice do you have for this mom, Dana?
I feel like the only real option, because this is a teenage girl and they have, urges, just be like, you guys can park in your room. Like, just bring your boyfriend over.
Yeah,
leave a sock on your door.
Right?
They're not square.
If I know where you are, I'm not afraid anymore.
All right.
And I can bring snacks.
I think my advice as a parent, I'd be like, let them park, but go watch. All right, maybe not.
I feel like I've seen that movie. Is it Psycho? Are you Mrs. Bates?
Oh, all right.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
Can someone walk me to my car? No, I was kidding.
Actually, I saw a fellow comic leave the theater right as I was parking, but I was like reversing to get into the spot, and then like all of a sudden she disappeared. So I'm like, did she think I was like a creep following her because I was looking for a parking spot?
Right? Oh, all right. That was Dana's letter. No, whose letter? That was
Dana's.
That was Dana's letter. Okay, I thought so. Sarah, you got a letter?
I can only find like super weird ones or more recent ones. Like there's like,
oh darn,
fathers against a pet monkey. Like what?
Is that what they're calling it?
So I was like, I can't get into that.
What'd you find for us?
This one is much more recent. Dear Abby, my cousin Scotty invited my husband and me to see his new house. He made it clear several times that my sister and her husband Ian are not invited because his wife doesn't like Ian. My sister and brother-in-law would have no problem if they never saw Scotty again, and I didn't intend for them to accompany us on this visit. However, every time I speak to Scotty, he reiterates not to bring my brother-in-law along. I admit, Ian is a difficult guy to get to know, but I've known him for 40 years, and he really has a heart of gold. I think Scotty is being disrespectful to me by repeating that Ian isn't welcome. How can I resolve this in a way that won't result in not communicating with Scotty ever again? Signed, Relative Drama in Florida. Dear Relative Drama. Florida man.
You really should have led with Florida.
The next time Scotty starts on his rant about Ian, head him off by interrupting him and saying, "You've already told me that. You don't need to repeat it." And then change the subject. Okay, that seems really dry, but I feel like there's so much background drama that we need to unpack. Like, Ian is really nice after 40 years. And, like, just telling someone, change the subject. Like, I feel like every line of that I want to analyze and dig into of, like, how much quiet drama is in the background. It's like reading Reddit relationships.
Oh, God.
Right?
Can you do that?
Wow, you struck a chord there.
I know. It's like, why? Like, they have no problem if they never saw Scotty again. That's what got it for me. I'm like, what the fuck is up with Scotty and Ian?
Like, what happened?
40 years.
Yeah, after 40 years, I like them. Like,
it's like some mafia level drama.
Like, I kind of want to hear everyone's theories.
I feel like you need to do the exact opposite of that. Get him really drunk and then, like, tell me everything. Be like, why don't you like Ian? What happened? You know, if he's quiet, ply him with another tequila. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get to the heart of this.
Yes, and then right back.
Right? Yes. Like, write that. No, like, I was reading one of those, like, Am I That Jerk on. Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah, and it started out as just like, oh, I don't want my brother-in-law to live with me, and then it turned out the guy like had pictures of her in his house and he peed on them.
Yes, I read that one. That was the craziest thing I had ever read.
And she just like kept reposting like all the new drama, and it's like, you know, something
that's like starts just like this totally innocuous of like, I just don't like them and they seem to be stepping on my boundaries and I don't know why, and then it turns out like
this guy's a psychopath.
So his house smells like piss. I'm stuck on that. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So the brother-in-law that wanted to move in with like his brother and the brother's wife, like the brother's wife didn't like him. It turns like they went into the room where he was living and like he had peed all over pictures of the wife and of one of their nieces.
Yeah.
Because like the niece's dad was mean to this brother-in-law, and so like he was taking like revenge on these women by peeing on their pictures, and I know that is happening in this story too.
Yeah. I thought it was a sexual thing, but somehow that maybe it's worse. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of like innate cat sense, like
Yeah.
you know, about when people were still cats. I don't know.
When people were still
Oh, man.
Oh no, that's gonna be a new Facebook thing.
When people were cats.
Okay, all right. Do we have time for the last letter in our last segment? We got time? Let's do it, right?
Sure.
We got time. All right. So did we explain the last segment to you guys well enough where
the Captain Kirk?
Yeah, the Captain Kirk thing.
I've only seen The Next Generation.
Do that one.
Okay.
Dana, are you good with it?
I don't know, but let's find out.
All right.
Make it so.
Yeah. We've got one letter left on the one sheet, right? On
Is that the one with the 3? The widow adds to troubles.
Troubles has one last letter on it, right?
There's 2 more on it.
Okay.
I think the one with the 5-year-old little shit is a little bit funnier.
Yeah.
All right. Would somebody like to read about the 5-year-old little? So what we have here, how we're going to close out the show, is we're going to read one last letter, and Dana and Sarah are going to give their advice as Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. And they look ready for it. They look ready. All right. Who would like to read?
I can go ahead and do it.
All right. Thank you, Dana.
Dear Abby, I have a very dear friend who lives in a distant city. We've been close friends since our school days together. Recently, she wrote saying she would love to visit me. I would love to have her, but Abby, I saw her briefly about 4 months ago, and she had her 5-year-old son along, who she cannot or will not control him. Worse yet, she won't let anyone else correct him. If I tell her that she is welcome but to please leave her son at home, I'm afraid it would end our friendship. On the other hand, I just cannot see myself putting up with that child. What would be the best way to handle this? Perplexed. Should we go ahead and read what she says?
Yeah, let's that might give you more.
Dear Perplexed, I'm afraid that you will have to put this friendship on ice until the 5-year-old terror either outgrows his obnoxiousness or his mother can leave him alone.
All right, now.
Very relatable.
Who's brave enough to go first and answer this as how would James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise answer this letter?
I'll go first. Mine's really brief if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck. Dem kids.
All right. What advice do you have as Kirk, Sarah?
Sorry, I'm just like trying to think of what I've seen of Kirk from memes. I know he's super horny.
Work that into it.
I know. I'm trying to maybe take her to a wine bar so that way the kid can't come along and then like they can get tipsy. I don't know. That'd be his advice. I really like that in The Next Generation, Picard does not like kids. So I feel like his advice would be leave the kid at home. Like, figure it out. Like,
all right. Cool. Dana, what advice would Kirk?
Well, I feel like my only knowledge of James T. Kirk is with Chris Pine. Yes. So I feel like that version would maybe like put the kid in a wormhole somewhere.
Wormhole the kid.
Right, and then he can come back like 20 years later, which is like 5 minutes later for them. And then it's fine, right? Because then you can have your friend over. She doesn't have to raise that kid anymore.
she doesn't even notice. It's only been 5 minutes.
Right? It'd be great, and then maybe he gets better, or
And then the kid comes out as a 25-year-old.
Or he's
and then you could seduce him, and then
Oh, damn.
and then
Whoa.
marry him, and your best friend's now your mom, your mother-in-law.
I like where this is going.
Another Dear Abby letter. That's where that's going.
My mother-in-law is my best friend from childhood.
All right, guys, that's our show. Thank you so much.
Woo.
Thank you to our audience members. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you guys need to plug anything?
Nope.
If I can't think of anything.
I mean, not that I can talk about on the internet.
All right. All right.
Check the
Well,
date, actually. I do have... Actually, if I just want to plug a show I'm on, I guess. I have a show on the 22nd at Laughs Unlimited with Carlos Rodriguez. It's going to be really fun.
Nice.
I'm going to be dressed up even more Christmassy than Meowie Christmas.
Oh, you went with the Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Well, thank you, everybody, and thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Jess. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. That was Dear Abby WTF. That's it for us. Holy Christ, this was a long night. It's our first full lineup in, basically about 2 years. Our first 7, 8, 9, 10. It's been good since last, March. The March before. So this was great having everybody out here for a full night of events. So much fun. Check us out tomorrow, 3 o'clock. It's Tabernacle. And then at 7, it's the Arena. And check out stabcomedytheater.com for the full calendar of events. See what we got coming up. I'm going to stop talking to the live audience now. Sorry, guys. Let's see where we can send our Twitch audience. You guys had an audience in here. It's a nice, solid audience online. So just know that. Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, people online.
Yeah, and they were enjoying it very much. Where can we send you guys? Where can we send you? You know what? How about let's send you all the way down to LA Pack Theater. They're doing their Dark Matters show. Let's send you down to our good friends on Santa Monica Boulevard. Check out the Pack Theater. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Hold on for the raid.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black heel.